check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me a lot, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a minor, but made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping, starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose Why they still lying? They don't do this. Bad at board games, whole world clueless. Selling they soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a slice, extra mozzarella. Crew fly, let God propellers. Humanity born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge the teller? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the. Wise grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd without fear. Got the homie Carter Presents in the building.
Hello, my name is Carter, and I'm wondering, do cucumbers taste better as pickles or the other way around?
I mean, me personally, I prefer pickles, but there are some people out there, the more refined of us, probably prefer cucumbers. You like salads, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sisters, brothers, others, kings, queens, cosmic beings, how are we doing this fine evening? I remind you, this is the 171st episode of the Blerd Cave, which, by the way, is the #1 comic book news stream in this or any other Earth in the multiverse. Everywhere on YouTube, Google, Apple, Spotify, anywhere else good content may be found. So, before we get into the today's proceedings, a couple of things I want to bring up. So, last week, we announced our giveaway of something very special. We announced our giveaway of a PlayStation 5, and I believe up to this point, I want to make sure that I am correct in my thinking before I give an exact number. I think as of this moment, we are at 20 some odd thousand entries in said contest. With that stated, I'm also going to put a link. Let's see here. Yeah, here. I actually meant to have this in here like last night, but just know that the PlayStation 5 giveaway, yes, it's still a thing that's happening. I am pinning this to the top of the chat so you can see it. But if you have not done so already, make sure you enter that. And there's various ways for you to be able to enter that contest. I'm going to pull up this little promo thing so it'll become a little bit more clear. But as you can see, yes, and just some caveats, you must live in the continental United States in order to be eligible for this contest. I just want to make sure that this is incredibly clear, because I know some people will try and enter it thinking that they're slick. If I see you live outside, if for whatever reason we get to the point, if you somehow win and you do not live in the continental United States, and I see it, because I will have to, because I have to send this to you, I will pick another winner. It just is what it is. You'll win for like 2 seconds. There is no payment required to win. There are also multiple ways to gain entries to win. So like I said, you can, I'll actually pull this up right here, I believe. Bam, you can see this right here. If you, like, looking at this, you can see all the different ways. You can go check out, well, obviously, if you're already here, that's one thing. Here, let me see something. Carter just messaged me, apparently. Carter's internet just went out, y'all. Carter's internet just went out, so we'll have to wait and see if he's gonna be able to rejoin us. But the show must go on. I'll keep in touch with him, and if something changes, we will get him back on. So that said, well, let's get back to it. The technical difficulties is it wouldn't be a Blerd Cave if something technical didn't happen. Let's see here. Going back to it though, yeah, I actually added a way for you to get extra entries. Well, for one, you could already visit this channel, visit Carter's channel, preferably subscribe if you haven't done so already, but yeah, we'll do this on good faith. You can also go check out my TikTok. You can also go follow me on Twitter. You can also go follow on Instagram or Facebook. Also, I added this one, and this is one that was actually requested. I forget who actually requested this, but you can actually enter by logging in using Discord. It's not joining the server, so if you're someone who isn't joined to the Discord server, you're not joining the server. It's just you're using your Discord in order to join the to join in on the giveaway. You're not obligated to join a server or anything. Honestly, I don't want a lot of people joining the server just to get an entry in a PlayStation 5 because it would just overcrowd things. I only want people in Discord if they're genuinely interested in being in the Discord. But also, other thing is sharing the giveaway with your friends. There's a link. There's a link right there at the bottom. You can click on that. Once you do all the other things, that link becomes open. And if you do all of the aforementioned items, you get a bonus 10 entries. So those are just some of the ways that you can get in on what it is that we got going on. But that said, yeah, F's in the chat. F's in the chat for Carter's internet, please and thank you. Apologies, people. Apologies. Like I said, it's one of those things. It just kind of happens. But no, like I said, so I guess that leads me to the other thing to bring up. It's that the D23 Expo is actually taking place right now. It's actually live as we speak. So, yeah. So there's that. I guess let's go ahead and get one of the obvious things out of the way, because they did actually announce some things yesterday. Now, I will definitely say, I know some people were a little bit miffed that more didn't get announced. I don't know what anybody was expecting. This is Disney we're talking about. This isn't Blizzard Activision. This isn't Blizzard Activision or Insomniac, Sucker Punch, or a PlayStation conference or an Xbox conference, whatever. This is literally just Disney, and Disney. I don't want to say all of their games, but like over 70% of their games are mobile games. So I don't know what anyone was actually expecting in this, but I thought it was cool. It worked for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm easy to please. But let's see. I actually am. Let's see here. Let's pull this up because we got. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. It looks like, and I'm going ahead and I'm looking ahead. It looks like what they're doing at this precise moment is they are doing Lucasfilm stuff. So this first third, because it's supposed to be a 2-hour panel, the first third of it is probably going to be like Mandalorian stuff for like Ahsoka, the Acolyte, a lot of other stuff. So we actually have plenty of time to kind of dig into some of the other stuff that we actually already know about, and maybe even some other things that aren't even Marvel related. We'll just kind of have to rotate back. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to save the Marvel stuff for last. Because it's supposed to be Lucasfilm, I think like Disney in general, and then Marvel, I believe is how like the order of how that is very likely going to go. Let's see here. Nick, you hate shit. Nick and Carter have this rivalry that is still literally going
to this day. To this day.
Oh my god. Okay, so that said, You know, we got a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and just get straight into it. We're not standing on ceremony, as much as I would love to. So first and foremost, yes, the reveal of the Black Panther Captain America game, which is funny because over the past, like, several months, there's been rumors going around. Like, there's been rumors running rampant that, oh my god, they're making a video game. Marvel has another video game on the line, and everyone's like, oh, well, what could it be? What could it be? One of the rumors, it was a Blade game by Ubisoft. Ubisoft shut that down. People said that it was a Daredevil game by Insomniac. Insomniac has pretty much said the only thing they're working on is Wolverine, Spider-Man 2 as far as Marvel-related content goes. People thought that maybe Microsoft was getting some random Marvel game of some sort. People thought that maybe there was going to be an announcement of a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance. There was all kinds of stuff that people expected, and none of it came to fruition, except for technically one part of it. Because one of the other things was people kept thinking that, oh, there's a Black Panther game, and maybe EA is going to be making it, which also was not true. But what was true is that there was actually a Black Panther game. It just wasn't just a Black Panther game. It's a Black Panther and Captain America game. And it's... yeah! So, look, just for recap purposes, and just in case if you somehow have not seen this yet, let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's get this pulled up. Let's get this pulled up. Here. I think this will do it. Let's see here. Let's, just in case this goes off in a really weird, shady direction. Okay, there it is. Alright, yeah, we're going to take a look at this one, and if you haven't seen the trailer yet, if you somehow have missed the trailer, it is right here. So I'll have it pulled up, and we can watch it here. Let's do this. This is actually the thread here for the, what's-his-face here. Let's do this. Where is... I thought I actually had it set up and ready to go. I may have partially lied. Yep, I may have partially lied. You know what? Screw it. We'll just do it this way. For right now. Let's see here. Okay. Copy this. Let's do this real quick. Yep, like I said, it's one of those deals. We're probably going to have some technical issues here for a little bit. So here, let's do it. There we go. Let's do it in this for right now.
Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue
So you can see right here, we got all the stuff laid out. It's all very World War II. You see the Hydra hat. And of course, this is what the money shot was here. You got the shield with the claw, with the panther claws in it. And then we got the revelation of 4 potentially playable characters. So there you have it. That was the trailer. So let's run back through it real quick. First and foremost thing to take note of here is that this is going to be a Skydance media, or new media game. This is 100% Skydance. This game already kind of has a pretty solid pedigree on it because for those unfamiliar with this particular woman who is going to be leading development on the game, or rather is going to be the director. The director of the game is a woman by the name of Amy Hennig, who did we get him back? I think we got him back. Wait, let me see. I want to wait. I want to see what the image quality is here before I say 100% that we got him back. Is you back, Carter? He's not back yet. Okay, he's not back as of this second. But anyway, carrying on. Amy Hennig is the woman who was the director for Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. She also was, and she also, I believe, served as writer for at least 2 of those Uncharted games. I can't remember exactly. She was also the director of Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2, as well as Legacy of Kain Defiance. So for those who are unfamiliar, if you're an old head like me, you probably... Oh, yep, Carter, you are officially back. You have sound?
Spectrum is by far one of the worst internet service providers known to man.
You better not say it too loud. They're going to hear you. Look, they're going to hear you. They're going to come get you. They be like, oh, no. Cut his shit off. He talking that shit. Cut it off.
And please believe, I was still keeping up with chat on my phone. So I saw all of y'all asses talking about some AOL internet, and somebody said I was on Starbucks internet. Somebody said I was using my neighbor's Wi-Fi. I haven't done that since the PS3. Thank you very fucking much. And I saw Nick Shafani ass in there in that chat too. Don't think you slick, colonizer. I saw what you said.
Look, Carter, I think it's safe to say maybe it's time I use this.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Since you got shades on. Also, we got us a super chat here from the homie Chase Danger. Let's go ahead and pull that up real quick while we're taking a little bit of a breather here. Since I'm here at Rose City Con saying, get the likes up. Man, look, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what y'all need to be doing. We got 186 people. There should be at least 100 more likes. Hit that damn like button. Y'all know what y'all got to do. Don't play with me. We also got one here, Andre Blackman with the Blerd Club Silver. We appreciate you, pimp. Thank you for that. We'll put that towards the Spectrum internet so that Carter's shit stays on. But anyway, Carter, you've seen the trailer, right? You've seen the trailer for the what is currently an untitled Black Panther Captain America game. You've seen it, right?
Yes, I have. I just want to know what they're going to call it. I've already made up my mind that I'm going to get it just because Amy Hennig, like you just previously mentioned, she did Soul Reaver.
Yes.
Those 2 games are very near and dear to me. And she did Uncharted 1 and 2 and stuff like that. But Legacy of Kain is the one constant that I always go back to. Mm-hmm. And I also remember she was supposed to do a Star Wars game that got mixed. So the fact that they're going to go ahead and give her this Black Panther, Captain America, like period piece looking video game from different times, I'm all for it. I am all for it.
Oh yeah, 100,000%. So honestly, I don't know what they're gonna call this game either. I think the low-hanging fruit would just be to call it what the fuck it was in the comics. I'm just gonna put that out there. Call it whatever the fuck it was called in the comics. Which, for those who do not know, this game is actually based off a comic by Reggie Hudlin and the GOAT, Dennis Cowan. As a matter of fact, bam, that one. Captain America Black Panther Flags of Our Fathers. This was a comic that came out in 2010. I believe it were. This was a comic that focused on World War II era Marvel Comics universe. It was also a comic where what's the best way to put it? So you had Steve Rogers, who, once again, is not been too long Captain America by this point. But you've also got a Black Panther who is not T'Challa. It ain't even his daddy, T'Chaka. It's his grandpappy, Azuri, King Azuri, a character that most people probably don't have as much familiarity. Card, did we lose you again?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, what happened to him? I was like, what is he doing? What happened? But did you touch the core, didn't you? You touched core, didn't you?
Let's move on.
All right. Well, that said, getting back to it. But no, Flags of Our Fathers, great story arc. And basically, what you get to see in this, you get to see Captain America and the Panther just running fades on Nazis. Technically, they're also Hydra agents as well. But let's just be real. Hydra is just a less a less obvious Nazi, or maybe a more bombastic Nazi, depending on how you want to look at things. But no, excuse me. But yeah, this game is very likely. This game is very likely going to have a lot of things going on. And we know, like, once again, we already said it's going to take place World War II. The Red Skull will very likely be the villain of the game. And not just him, but and also it just so happens I have this picture right here that would even help further reiterate this. But not only would Red Skull very likely be the villain here, but some other villains that do show up in this are Master Man, the Warrior Woman, also sitting here with no arms, Armless Tiger Man. Don't be surprised if either of those show up in this. You can't see him because he's not looking this direction, but also the character of Baron von Strucker will also very likely appear in this. Another one that may also appear in this is White Gorilla. So, there you go. Hey, at least it ain't Man-Ape, okay? You got the Black Panther, you gotta have the White Gorilla. For those who don't know, I think this is actually M'Baku's grandfather as well, who has a rivalry with Azuri, if I'm remembering the lineages correctly. But yeah, this is gonna be just a straight up, honestly, this right here, this is what I'm not saying it's gonna be as gory as this, but I'm just saying, if I get to see a scene like this where Cap and Black Panther standing over Nazis, that's right, I said it, Nazis, if I get to see that.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, go ahead.
Is it at all possible? I gotta put my glasses on for this.
Go ahead. You gotta put your readers on.
Is it at all possible? Because I'm looking at the image of Cap and Black Panther together. Could it be possible that we get swerved, or do the dates not line up? Could we possibly see Isaiah Bradley as Cap in this?
Okay, so you know what? That's something else. I'm glad you brought this up. It is possible, because technically Isaiah Bradley was active during this time frame. Now, so let's be clear on something. For those who are not familiar, if you are someone who has never heard of the character of Isaiah Bradley, let me go ahead and put you on game. Isaiah Bradley is the Black Captain America. Now, I want to make sure we're clear on something, because there's a very common misconception when it comes to Isaiah Bradley. A lot of people like to think that Isaiah Bradley is the original Captain America. That is actually not true. And I don't want to anger anyone, because I know people, when reality is shattered, people get upset. But the truth of the matter is, and even the people who created the character said the same thing, albeit one of them is passed, but the one who is still living even said themselves that when the comic first came out, people did have the misconception that he was that they were retconning the Marvel Comics history, that Captain America, Steve Rogers, was not the original Captain America, that the United States had tested the super soldier serum on black people before giving it to a white person. It's actually not true. Steve was already Captain America. The reason why Isaiah Bradley was created was because Dr. Erskine was killed, and they needed to make more super soldiers. So they took all the cobbled notes that they had from Dr. Erskine and tried to make a new super soldier serum. So Steve was already out here running wild. Now, when you get into the testing, yes, they did test it on black people first before they gave it to any other white people. But they didn't, test it on black people and then give it to Steve Rogers. No, it was Steve came first, then they tested on black people, then they wanted to give it to white people and it was still messed up. Isaiah Bradley is one of the few actual successful super soldiers as far as being transformed into one. His squadron, who most of which died under dubious circumstances, some of them died in the process of getting the serum, others didn't. But yes, it is possible. I don't know if he'll actually be in the game proper, they'll just have him pull up and oh shit, he's right here, because he's not featured in the Flags of Our Fathers story arc. However, I could easily see him being added in just because. Or if they decided they wanted to make some DLC and say, hey, here's a side story where you could play, remember what they used to do, with there was a Ghost Rider game that came out a ways back, Carter. I don't know if you remember it. But, if you beat the game, you could go back and play through as Blade as opposed to Ghost Rider. You had to beat the game first to do it, though.
Wait, what Ghost Rider game is this?
It was one that was based on the first movie.
I had that game, but I had it on PSP. I did not have the console version.
I think you got. I don't know if that worked on the PSP, but I think it did. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. I think you had to beat the game under specific conditions, though.
Because that was when it was just God of War clone city.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, once again, just saying all that, the game is not going to be devoid of black presences other than Black Panther, because what we do see at the end of the trailer, aside from seeing Black Panther pulling up on Captain America, one of the other things that they do show is this, and we see Black Panther and Captain America standing next to a Dora Milaje warrior who, during the Flags of Our Fathers story arc, there was no specific Dora who just stood out. They were all pretty much just kind of there. None really got a whole heap of a lot of panel time, though. I mean, there are sections. I even shot a picture earlier where you can see Cap and one of the Doras fighting, side by side. But we also see what looks like just a random black soldier. And you're probably sitting here thinking, so, well, why is that random black soldier there? Well, it's good you asked. It's good that you asked, because that is not a random black soldier. That is actually one of the Howling Commandos, most likely. If I had to take a stab at it, I think that's Gabriel Jones, who was a member of the Howling Commandos. He was the first black military man in World War II to be a part of the special unit under the command of Nick Fury Sr., not Jr. And basically, yeah, he was one of the Howling Commandos. He was literally the only black Howling Commando. Pretty much all the Howling Commandos were egregiously white, but I guess it made sense for the time. There was like, it was like, have you ever watched, what was it, Captain America, the First Avenger? That character was very present in that movie, even though he was pretty much just window dressing. It was like him and the one Asian dude. They were literally like, that wasn't like, oh my god, it was woke casting. No, there actually was an Asian member of the Howling Commandos. There was also a black member of the Howling Commandos. I think one of them was French, like obviously French. He even had like the French mustache, because they wanted you to know he was French. But yeah, the way that they're kind of framing this game, they're making it sound as though you will be able to play this game, not just, like, I want to make sure I'm clear when I say this, because I don't want anyone thinking this is, that I'm saying this. I don't want anyone thinking that I'm definitively saying that, oh, this is what's happening. They literally have at the end a thing that says 4 heroes, 2 worlds, 1 war. This leads me to believe this game will either A, be largely single player, and there's instances where you jump back and forth between playing different characters, or, this is a possibility, this game will at the very least be 2-player, maybe even up to 4-player, or maybe it'll have some kind of a multiplayer component where you can play with anywhere from 2 to 4 players, but I don't know. It's hard to say. We don't really know because, I mean, at this point, there aren't really very many details. Like, we literally don't have a title for this game. We don't have a title for the game. But once again, I could easily see this being I could easily see this, going that direction. I could easily, I'm not saying the game is going to be called Captain America Black Panther or Black Panther Captain America Flags of Our Fathers or anything like that, but that's clearly what the game is based on. And I got a cosign from it late last night from Dennis Cowan, who retweeted what I said about the game being, derivative of that comic. Reggie Hudlin as well. So there you go. But that said, Carter, what do you think? What you said? I know you said that you're probably day one on this, but like just
I feel
kind
of bad.
Yeah,
I do feel bad just because I didn't think that could possibly be Gabriel Jones, because I said, you know what? If that's 3 black people standing next to this one white person on some cover art, that's 3 colored people too many. So
wait, is this The Walking Dead? This is like The Walking Dead circa season 1 through 3?
For all intents and purposes, when I saw that one random soldier, I feel so bad about this. I wasn't thinking Gabriel Jones. I thought that was maybe Dum Dum.
Now, here's the thing. Dum Dum Dugan actually could very well potentially show up in this game, as well as the other, like Nick Fury and the rest of the Howling Commandos. They all could very well easily show up in this game. And they could all potentially be playable characters, maybe, depending on how this plays out. But once again, I'm not 100% on what this game is going to be, other than a Nazi beat-em-up game. Like, this'll... I know some people are probably thinking, like... oh, man. I don't even want to say the name of this game. So... I personally think this game could potentially share some DNA with a much maligned upcoming DC game. I'm not saying it is the exact same game. I'm just saying, if this game has a multiplayer component, I would not be surprised if this game, at least in practice, played some way like Gotham Knights. And I don't mean looking as ugly as Gotham Knights. I don't mean having ugly ass, fucked up ass looking Jason Todd like in Gotham Knights. I'm not talking about having Robin teleporting around like he's Nightcrawler Gotham Knights. I just mean the practice of having a game where there's a large area that you can travel and you just beat up, mobs. Kind of like, I guess kind of in a way similar to what we were playing yesterday. What was that game? Shatterline. Only not first person. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it is gonna be Gotham Knights. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just the idea of what it could potentially be. Could very well be similar to Gotham Knights. That said, we do. Apparently, this one comes from the homie Gold Cartridge Gamer. He actually just sent me something. There's not really a whole heap of lot to say about it because there's no real actual news about it. But Carter, you know the studio Motive, the studio that's doing the Dead Space remake.
Yeah.
Apparently, they are also working on an Iron Man game, supposedly. Gold hit me with this. This comes from good sources. But once again, there's no knowledge of how it will play, what it will be like. The only thing that anyone actually knows is that it's been worked on just enough that it will likely come out before the Black Panther Captain America game. Because we didn't get any gameplay, we just got a CG trailer. That was it. Nothing more, nothing less. That was literally all we got.
Well, you're not the only one with connections. I got connections too. And my connection just sent me a link on Twitter right now. Breaking news from D23. Morbius was cast as Reed Richards in the Justice Association.
The fuck? This man. Okay. So what you're saying is it's Morbin time? Is it Morbin time?
It's time to be an associate in the association, Ernie. Get your monikers correct.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Let's see here. Let's see. You ain't shit. Here, let's go ahead and we got some super chats here. And whatnot. Let's dig into it a little bit. Man, first and foremost, we got Jonathan Moda with 21 months. Says, I hear you about Spectrum. I had no internet for over 7 hours yesterday. Great that you're back online. Get those likes up. Also, I would love a remake of Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Look, hey. I've been saying this for a long time. I'm always down for some Soul Reaver. I used to play shit out of them games. Like, remember, I think I posted a GIF, or I guess it's a GIF since the guy who created it apparently confirmed it's a GIF. But basically, they posted. So I posted a thing in it was in the Nerd 901 Discord, but it was from the first Legacy of Kain part where like Kain like they're getting ready to throw Raziel in the pit, and when he was all like, but it was funny. Me and homie Adam, Nick Fanny's brother, said he was like, I can literally hear this image. It's like I can literally hear it because it's so iconic. Because like literally, the every time I saw him, every time I saw Kain move his mouth, I could literally hear "Cost him in." I was like, oh. Anyway, love it. Love that game. It's great. Also, speaking of Nick's brother, Adam says, Carter speaking truth. When I think of Amy Hemmick, I think of Legacy of Kain, a man of taste. Thank you for that, homie. Thank you. That's the homie right there. Adam Shafani of Nerd 901. Let's see. Also, the heart and soul. The heart and soul of Nerd 901. We also got the homie Gokon Sure His Baby's Father with a $5 super chat says, let me rip a Hydra head off with Panther claws, please. Thank you. I mean, you know what? I want to put Panther claws in a Nazi's chest. Can I do that? I want to put Panther claws in a Nazi's chest the way T'Chaka put Panther claws in Killmonger's daddy's chest. That's how I want to take out. That's how I want to take out them Nazis. Yeah, I know they're Hydra. They're still Nazis.
Breaking news, sir. Breaking news. Breaking news.
What you got?
We have the Tales of the Jedi trailer that just dropped.
Oh, Tales of the Jedi, you say? Okay. Well, let's see what we got here.
Boy, thumbnail already cold. Purple lightsaber action.
Oh my god. Let me see what let me see what's going on here. Is this ain't the bootleg? Okay, no, this is actually from.
No, this is official.
No,
Star
I was
Wars.
joking. I was joking.
You need to trust my connection, sir. Okay, Justice Association is gonna be off the chain, but we don't have a trailer for that. Right now, we got a trailer for the Star Wars. Okay.
Okay, all right. I'll rock with it. We'll take a look at this real quick while we're like in between announcements. Here, let's yeah, we got it right here. Bam. Let's take a look. Oh, wait.
Do not fear it. Jedi. Ahsoka is Jedi.
Oh. Alright.
The best way I can protect you is to teach you how to protect yourself.
Master Dooku.
I want to bring peace and order to the galaxy.
Oh yeah, they gotta get a new actor for that.
Master, stop!
It is the only way you will truly have victory.
My Padawan. Again.
Bruh.
Again.
Dooku, stand down.
I'm tired of fighting.
I've been warning them about the coming darkness. Let's hope all that training pays off.
Oh, Yaddle!
And who might you be?
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought it was funny. That they had Yaddle.
Did I just see a Yoda with a perm?
Yeah, that's Yaddle. Don't act confused. She was in Phantom Menace. I think she was in Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. So yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing that happened.
Fun fact: I have never seen Attack of the Clones, and I have seen the Phantom Menace maybe twice, and both times were when it was out in theaters. That is the only time I've seen Phantom Menace. You are muted, sir.
No, sorry. What I said was not for public consumption. Sorry. I'm joking. I actually muted myself because I was going to blow my nose, and then you said something, and I responded just naturally. But that said, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Because, like I said, this is primarily going to be Star Wars stuff until, like, maybe an hour or two from now. Which, while I am interested in, that was actually pretty cool. I'm not expecting everything else to be quite as cool. Unless they're going to show something from the actual Ahsoka show, which is in development right now. I think they might still be filming. Let's see here. The next thing was... This one, we can actually get through pretty quick, because it wasn't really a whole heap of a lot of news surrounding this one. Outside of, a new release date. Outside of a new release date, there wasn't really a whole heap of a lot extra added to it. And that's going to be with the Midnight Suns game. Midnight Suns got a new trailer. And not only did they get a new trailer, they also showed off some stuff too. Showed off a little something. Let's take a look. We'll take a look at that trailer real quick, and I guess here, let me. Oh yeah, they're just showing them walking around at the D23 Expo, so that's nothing for me to really care about. Let's see here. Let me pull this up and pause it. And there we are. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do it. Customization options. All right. So December the 2nd, which is just right before my birthday. Kind of hype.
Can I tell you why I think this game is going to flop? And I think you've said it several times yourself in conversations that you and I have had and discourse that we frequent. I think the game is going to flop. I'm not going to say big, but it's going to flop. And I think it's mainly because of a reason you have stated several times. And I think it's mainly because it's not. and you said, again, Ernie has said this so many times. I think he's even said it on Caves before. This game is going to flop because, number one, it's turn-based. Number two, it's a card battler RPG system. It's made from the team that did XCOM. So your response was always, if it was made from the team from XCOM, what the hell did you expect the game to be? Which is fair, but
they also make Civilization. They make the Civilization games too, so I don't know why people thought, like when people, because the news of who was making the game was out long before we knew what the game was. So anyone who heard the name Firaxis and thought Ultimate Alliance, you're a damn fool. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you at that point, but yeah. But no, carry on, Carter.
Well, no, I just think that's why the game is actually going to fail, just because it's not Ultimate Alliance. It's not a single-player adventure game. It's not a multiplayer co-op brawler or anything like that. With having Blade in this game, and we haven't seen Blade in the game since what? Not any other, like maybe Ultimate Alliance 3 or Blade 2 back on Xbox. We finally get Robbie Reyes. You know, it's a lot of characters people have wanted to play with, and then it's the Midnight Suns property. But turn-based card battler. So I think more people are going to be salty that they can't just grab a controller, pick Blade, and run roughshod. They actually have to play an RPG.
Hey, Carter, you know how they can fix that?
How so?
Go play Ultimate Alliance 3. The game is still out.
I kept looking at the screen because I thought you were going to play like a clip so I could see what it was. I didn't realize you were going to say something. But, I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I just think that's why the game is going to flop. And I feel bad because it could very easily be a good game. But...
I think the game is going to be good. I actually think the game is going to be legitimately good. But once again, look, and I think we're past the point of saying this. I think we've said this ad nauseum. Not like, because I always see people saying this, and not just with this, but with things in general, and it's something that's gotten on my nerves so much that it irritates me on levels I can't even quantify. But whenever so you know when like something gets announced or something happens in like pop culture media, like a new show is coming out, a new movie is coming out, or a new cartoon is coming out, or some video game is coming out, and you always have those people who always want to be the first ones to come out and be like, well, I don't care about this. It's like, okay, fine. It's good that you don't care. Like when people hate something. Like, what was it? Rings of Power has been catching a lot of hate. Well, guess what? That's fine, because that show ain't for you. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad show just because you don't like it. It's not an objectively bad show. It's actually, I think, an objectively good one. But just because you don't like it or you're not interested in it doesn't mean that there isn't someone else who is. Like, honestly, I think a lot of the XCOM fan base will play this just fine. There is a cross-section between XCOM. Hell, there's mods that people make to have Marvel characters in XCOM games. So I could easily see a lot of the XCOM community get behind this game, which is fine. If honestly, if even 50 to 75% of the XCOM community got behind this game, I think it would be fine. I think it would do just as well. But the thing is, just because someone made a game that isn't in your wheelhouse, that doesn't make it any less valid to the people who legitimately would want to play this. Like, I have played plenty of Marvel beat-em-up games. There's so many of them. Not just on console, hell, even on mobile. Go play, what was that, what's that other game that's out right now? It's on mobile. It's actually a beat-em-up. And actually a good one. It's a mobile game, and I don't have time for mobile games because I don't.
What, a Marvel one?
Yeah, not Strike Force.
Because there are several.
Well, there's
Marvel.
there's Marvel Future Fight, but no, there's another one that I'm thinking about. It's actually a relatively, it's a more recent one because it came out. Oh, Future Revolution. That's what it's called. Marvel Future Revolution. And it's good. You can play as so many random ass characters, and it's funny because it's a game that, oddly enough, it kind of vaguely plays like Marvel's Avengers, but it's actually a better version of Marvel's Avengers. Because it has characters people give a shit about. Like, you can play as Storm. You can play as, Scarlet Witch, so on and so forth. But yeah, you look like you're about to say something.
Well, I was just going to say that, like, I'm trying to come from a different POV than you are, because I know you love it, and you're speaking for the people that love those kinds of games. And
I think you already did, though.
Well, I'm about to argue against myself just because I'm going to say that they can't do the same things over and over again. And I was going to bring up Marvel Heroes. That was basically Diablo.
Yeah,
you could pick whatever Marvel character you wanted. There was DC even went that route of not just doing beat 'em ups. They made
DC Universe Online, for Christ's sakes.
Well, not even that one. I was going to bring up one that a few of you all may know about. I don't know how many of you all would know about this game. It was huge for its player base. It was a MOBA that DC did called, I want to say it was Infinite Crisis.
Oh, yeah. I believe you are correct on that one. Here's the thing. There's no shortage of beat 'em up Marvel games. Go play those.
Yeah, but my whole thing was they can do different things and be somewhat successful. Marvel Heroes was successful. DC Universe was successful.
Yeah.
That's an MMO and that's a Diablo style game.
Oh no, I'll
Infinite
even throw
Crisis was a damn MOBA. It was marginally successful. It just had bad stuff going on with the company in the background. So they don't always have to do beat 'em ups. Is my point. I was trying to get across.
Hell, Contest of Champions was kind of a step out of the realm of norm for Marvel. I mean, that's a mobile game, but I mean, it's a beat 'em up. Or not a beat 'em up, more like a fighter. But it's one of those deals where, like, if you don't dig it, I mean, that's cool, whatever. But I just don't care. I'm gonna play it. I am perfectly. This is up my wheelhouse because, for one, huge fan of XCOM. For two, huge fan of Marvel. And not only that, I like tactical battles. I think, just running around just mashing buttons is cool when I'm playing with friends, or if I'm playing Ultimate Alliance, because I actually genuinely enjoy that game. But even like in Ultimate Alliance 3, I think is the best one they've ever done. My personal opinion, has a huge roster, and if you somehow not played that game, then I don't know what you're. Well, you got to remember, it's still only on Twitch, and there are still a lot of people who look at Twitch as just for the cheering. Oh yeah, no, I totally get where you're coming from there. I'm just saying that's not my problem. That's not my problem. I have a Switch. So I play it.
Herbert Scott saying, "I still play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Be mad, haters."
Dude, hey, look. Here's the thing. People shit on that game when it came out. Like, they still, like, I still remember, this has, I guess it's kind of tangential, but we were just talking about, Nick Fanny earlier in the chat. Nick bought the collector's edition of that game, the one that had the Infinity Stones in it, and he was mad as hell when he got them stones, because they weren't really stones, they're more like eggs. They're more like eggs. They looked ugly as hell. I still remember him being hot about that shit. But no, my thing is, yeah, if you're not interested in a card-based tactical RPG, that's cool. There's that's more for the rest of us. I'm perfectly fine with that. I will play this. Matter of fact, one of the rumors, and let's get back to that. One of the rumors that was persisting about why this game got delayed was because they were going to remove the card-based combat system. They did not. Because basically what happened was people blasted, and I guess some people are probably wondering why I keep defending this game and why, like, I'm seemingly angry with people who don't like it. The reason why is because I've seen these very same people blasting the devs for Axis on Twitter and social media in general, basically telling them that the game is going to be shit and that they should just scrap the game and do something else, start over from scratch, make it a brawler, this, that, and the third. And not long after getting all of that vitriol, they put out an announcement saying, hey, we're pushing the game back, because we want the game to be something that the fans want. So people took that as they were going to remove the card-based system. They did not. I think what they did, they might have made this game closer to what Dragon Age Inquisition was. And what I mean by that is, you might have more freedom to move around on the map and on the battlefield than what you may have initially had. But I don't even think that could potentially be the case. I think, like, they may have made some of the, I know they made some of the attacks, like some of the specials, more bombastic. Making certain things, like certain cards that you could throw down do way more crazy shit, but that's it. I don't think they really, like, I know a lot of people were expecting them to, they're gonna go back and turn it into Marvel Ultimate Alliance. No, go get you a Switch and play Ultimate Alliance 3. Or I think did they delist them, Carter? They had Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 on the PlayStation Network store for a long time. I have it, but I don't know if anybody else does. But if you want that, I think it's still available on Xbox, on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. Go play that. If you want a Marvel beat 'em up, or if you have an emulator, go play some of them old SNES, X-Men and Avengers. Remember that old Avengers game, Carter? Remember the side scroller beat 'em up?
Yeah, I remember that.
Where you could play as, like, Captain America, Iron Man, Vision, and what was it, Hawkeye? You know what I wish they'd bring back? You want to bring back an arcade brawler? Bring back the Spider-Man one. A lot of people don't remember the Spider-Man one. It was
with the fucking Amazing Friends.
Well, no. This one, there was no Iceman or Firestar. It was Spider-Man, Namor, and Black Cat. It was there were 3 characters you could play as, and but it worked the same way as, like, your X-Men the arcade game, stuff like that. But just the characters were bigger on the screen. But it was really good. It was a really good game. But for whatever reason, no one remembers it. I want to see if I can actually, hold on, wait a minute, Spider-Man, the arcade game. I remember I used to always play it, remember the Gold Mine? At
yes,
Mall
I
of
do.
Yes,
I do.
So yeah, that was basically, oh wow, this was a Sega game. Oh my god.
It looks like Maximum Carnage a little bit.
No, it does. So, like, when you, which I think was even more hilarious. But yeah, like, you kind of see it, like, right here. The like you had to, like, chase after Venom and all this other random, dude. The hollers, though. Like, so you'd be, like, fighting Kingpin and shit like that. A lot of people don't remember this game. But But yeah, a lot of people don't remember it. But yeah, it was a thing that existed. It was out there. It was out there around the time of Moonwalker, when that was still an arcade game. You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna check my little thread to see if they actually posted any other updates or anything of the such. Let's see here. I got a Mandalorian. Carter just sent me the Mandalorian Season 3 teaser. We can take a look at that. You want to take a look at that? I assume you want to take a look at that, Carter.
Yeah, we can.
Here, I got it pulled up. Let's take a look at whatever the hell it is going to be happening here. I love it, the teasers. Teasers used to be like under a minute.
They used to be like damn near under 30 seconds.
Yeah, now teasers like almost 2 minutes long. It's like, bruh, what are y'all doing? But let's go ahead and take a look at it. We got it right here. It's pulled up. Bam. Let's do it. Aw.
This is the one that you saved? You are as its father. A clan of 2.
Man, look at this little light.
But you have removed your helmet. Then you are a Mandalorian no more.
That was 2 seasons ago, bitch. I'm still Mando.
Right? Dude, Bo-Katan!
Your cult fractured our people. Where were you then? Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Alright, kid. Hang on. You ready for an adventure?
That man, look, he just saw all the chicken nuggets and chalky milk.
Michael B. Jordan around here thinking he's lost his daddy in the ring. His daddy chilling in space with Mandalorian.
Wait. So wait, here's my thing. Where's my thing? Why is it every time that I see that little this little motherfucker? Like I always have to laugh because every time I see him, that man he look like he just about macaroni with the chicken strips. That's what he always looked like. He just looked like he just seen all the macaroni and the chicken strips. But it looks cool. I'm down. I mean, technically, the whole thing with him taking his helmet off is like, okay. I mean, I get it. That was kind of one of those deals that, like, I guess was supposed to be like a much bigger deal than what I felt it was. I was like,
man, he should have hit her with that Rick James. That was weeks ago, motherfucker. I'm partying.
Well, no, my thing is, okay, so ever since so we've seen so many other Mandalorian characters. I guess because you know what it is? It's because, and I'm pretty sure this happened. I think maybe did this happen on Clone Wars? I know it happened in Star Wars Rebels. But there were characters that took their helmets off, like, all the time. So, like, I never really thought of it as that big of a deal. And I know there are the two factions, the ones who believe that, never take the helmet off in front of anybody else, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. Good for you. Good for you. But for me, especially when you get characters, like Bo-Katan, played by, the incomparable, Katie Sackhoff. Like stuff like this right here where it's like, dude, she'd take the helmet off like every 2 seconds. Y'all gonna come get her? Y'all gonna put that what the fuck was the name of that that damn metal, you get that metal spear that they gave him. Y'all gonna put that in her chest now because she taking the helmet off?
So riddle me this, Batman, because you and everyone else can correct me. Those are two different things, right? Bo-Katan is one of the clones, right?
Well, okay, so
they're not really Mandalorians. They're basically the stormtroopers, right?
No. Okay, so remember Jango? Well, you say you never saw Attack of the Clones. Okay, so
what Jango got to do with Attack of the Clones? Bro?
Well, no, Jango Fett is the he's the man who all of the clone troopers were based off of.
Okay.
So you know how when you watch Book of Boba Fett?
Yes. So
the Book of Boba Fett, the actor, was it Tamora Morrison? He is the Boba Fett, the Jango Fett character is who the clone.
That's some nasty CG, by the way.
Yes. Well, remember everything they did. Everything. I think they were still using blue screen when they shot this. But yeah, Jango Fett. He gave his DNA. To I forget the name of the alien species. I wanted to say Quarians, but that's Mass Effect. I don't commit a lot of prequel history to my memory banks. I have better things to store in my memory warehouse than that shit. But what I remember is Jango Fett turned over his DNA. They use it to create all of the clone troopers. And the way you get Boba is that he had them create him a clone specifically for him that could grow up as a child, that wasn't already an adult. So that's why all of the stormtroopers had the same voice back then, because they were all basically clones of Jango Fett. Now, that said, there were other Mandalorians even before that. Okay. Mandalorians they're a race of people. They are actually a race of people. With their own planet, Mandalore. And I'm going more off of, even though technically a lot of this stuff has been retconned as not being canon anymore, but when Disney bought everything, all the books and comics that came before, they became legends, which was honestly just a fancy way for Disney to be like, oh, hey, this shit isn't canon anymore, but we still gonna pull shit from it to make new shit.
Okay, yeah, my main point was more so... Mando is a Mandalorian, but she's a clone. So
no, she's not a clone. She's not a clone. No, she's an actual Mandalorian.
Okay, gotcha.
The clones were all dudes. They were all off of Boba Fett, Jango Fett. That's why they all look and sound like Tamora Morrison. At least to my understanding. I never really watched a copious amount of Clone Wars. That's where the character comes from. But just like the character Sabine in Star Wars Rebels. I don't know if you ever watched Rebels. It was weird. I never jived with Clone Wars the way everybody else did, because it came out of a time where I just didn't give a fuck about shit like that. But Rebels came out of a time where I kind of started giving a fuck about Star Wars again. So I watched that instead. Even though there's lots of callbacks to Clone Wars, because Ahsoka is in that show too, to a limited degree. As is Darth Maul and Obi-Wan and a bunch of other random and sundry characters. But, no, Bo-Katan, as my understanding is, she's a regular-ass Mandalorian. As is the titular Mandalorian.
Okay. Okay.
Din Djarin, or whatever his name is. But anyway. Yeah, but yeah, and as I've seen people saying, yeah, basically, yeah, the ones who keep the helmets on, they're treated like a cult. They're treated like a cult of people. Well, and it's funny too, because they're kind of technically seen as the problematic ones, even though sort of they both sides are kind of problematic. Let's see here. I'm looking to see if anything else cropped up.
No, it's just a weird white woman messing with an armadillo right now.
What?
I'm on D23 live stream. It's some skinny white woman fucking with an armadillo.
Okay. Apparently some of the other stuff they're showing, Skeleton Crew with Jude Law, that looks vaguely interesting. I don't know. I'm good. Beyond that, I guess let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, because we still got some other stuff I kind of wanted to talk about individual of all the rest of that stuff, and we'll just circle back. If Marvel stuff comes up, we'll circle back to it. I'm not really as interested in talking about Star Wars shit, if I'm being brutally honest. That's someone else's stream, if you want that. So getting back to brass tacks, Carter, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and talk about She-Hulk.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and talk about. Let's go ahead and get to She-Hulk. Let's see here. I'll circle back if we need to. So we got a new. This was a mid-season promo trailer that dropped. I think technically it's dropped for Disney Plus Day, or I think maybe the first day of D23. I believe it twere. And basically, just this is for all intents and purposes, it's a taste of things to come. That's kind of what they do a lot of times with the Marvel shows. They don't do it with all of them. They do it with, they did it more with like WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't think they really did it for Moon Knight or Miss Marvel. But a lot of the other ones they did. I think Hawkeye. I think they did it for Hawkeye as well. But they basically just gave a sneak peek at some of the other things that we can expect in the I think we're on episode 4 now. I think this is a 9-episode series, so we still got a remaining 5 episodes, I believe it were. Or it might be 7. I can't remember exactly. Let's see here. Let's look it up. We'll look it up, and better to look it up rather than live in abject ignorance. So let's see here. It will have 9 episodes. So we still have 5 episodes remaining. So there you go. It's good. It was for my own edification, but I was right. Let's go ahead and pull this up. This is the mid-season Marvel Studios She-Hulk Attorney at Law promo look ahead.
Strength is beauty. Beauty is strength. What makes you beautiful? She-Hulk by Titania.
She took our whole
This is
gimmick.
the person who legally outmaneuvered you? Yeah. Why didn't you trademark your own pseudonym?
Why would I?
I'm still mad that I saw her on the street and thought there was a homeless person.
You chose 2 examples of people who use their real names.
I don't think I'm ever gonna live that down.
I'm still Jennifer Walters. She-Hulk is just a thing that happened to me.
You said you didn't like the name She-Hulk.
I don't. I do admit, though, there
You know who her friend reminds me of? She reminds me of Amy Garcia's character from Lucifer.
No hangover.
Okay.
Being able to walk home at night without being afraid.
They got
put on your green suit.
Put on my green
They
suit.
really do.
Jolly green yourself? I don't know what you
Jolly
call it.
green yourself.
Okay, good. Whatever.
Trouble's gonna find you. Weird, unexpected trouble.
Dude,
She got knocked.
who ran the fade like that? Oh, you gotta rewind that.
Oh yeah, no, we gonna run it back.
Life would be so much easier if I was just Jen.
I think you're in a unique position to do some real good. Jen Walters can use the law to help people when society fails them. She-Hulk can help people when the law fails them.
This guy's really kind of doing it for me.
Dude, Matt Murdock gonna catch it.
Oh, did you get a ticket for texting? Just say you were texting 911. They can't prosecute.
That isn't what this is, and that's not true.
So okay, first off, Jen got knocked the fuck out. Let's just go ahead and put that out there.
That was clean.
Dude, she put hands on that woman. Titania put hands on that woman. Made in front of Queen and Country. well, she gone now, but yeah. Anyway, hold on. I'm gonna pull this. We're gonna pull this back up because I just want to. I just want to share something. Because I can't help but feel like when she took this lick, when she took this lick, wait, hold on. No, go back.
And that was Jen that caught that.
Yeah, that wasn't She-Hulk that caught that. Hold on, wait.
Trouble's gonna find you. Weird, unexpected.
Oh my,
bruh, hold on. Look, I'm talking, and then look, Titania came back with, like, she's sitting here. That's the hand she slew her out with. Also, I just want to point, there's another shot in this where, here, let's see. Like, apparently, it looks like they're at some wedding. Because she was wearing, like, okay, I don't know if you caught wind of, she's wearing, like, what looks like a bridesmaid's dress.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see if I can catch it just right.
But look how...
Let me see if I can catch it right.
Her body launched, dog.
Dude, right? Look, right there. Look, she was just said, she was, you know what it remind me of, Carter? Remember, I know we brought, you remember Crips and Bloods gang banging in Little Rock?
Yes, I do. Oh.
Remember when the Crips was jumping in that little white girl?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And they was beating that girl ass. And I'm talking about they was hitting her like she was a dude. And dude was like, cause she was like double over, just like how Jen is right now. And dude was like, "You good?" He's like, she was like, yeah, I'm all right. They just got done stomping the shit out of her ass. She trying to get back up. And he's like, "You all right? You good? You good?" And she was like, "Yeah." Bop! Weird. I don't know why that tickles me as much as it does. But no, we got to see some pretty cool stuff. I mean, honestly, there's more to that little melee than I think we've actually, like, because this is gonna be a little knockdown drag out. I think that we're gonna wind up seeing. You can kind of see it right here, on this shot where She-Hulk is look. You can see we can see Titania catch one of them ugly ones too.
But here's the problem. Everybody's gonna look at Jen like, yeah, you won the fight. But that first one, bruh.
Well, no, you do, because that's how that shit used to be in school. Like when you got in a fight with somebody, you had to beat their ass, cause
they got a first hit like that. You damn near had to kill them in the parking lot.
Oh yeah. Well, no, you know it's funny because I actually remember being in a fight like that when I was like in middle school, where like I ended up fighting two different fucking kids. And I beat their asses, but one of them got one good lick on me that like rocked my shit before I knocked them both down. And that was what everybody remembered. Nobody remembered that I DDT'd dude on the concrete. Nobody remembers how I rock bottomed other dude on the seesaw. What they remember, hell, a lot of them don't even remember the fact that I stretched dude. Remember the little bar you could walk across? Like they always had a little bar that came out the ground and went horizontal. Yep. You could like kind of like a balance beam. How I stretched, like I literally had to on that shit and was stretching his back over that shit. Nobody remembers that. All they remember was the first lick that got thrown that was by one of them. Because I wasn't expecting
with that. Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. Because that was the sound. Like that was me. I was Jennifer in that moment. Like I was the motherfucker sitting there looking like, huh? But then I came back with this. But nobody remembers that. They remember that first lick. But no, I thought like it's like, so basically, what we got to look forward to is I think we, well, for one, the last episode pretty much kind of confirmed a lot of what I think you can expect from this from the next few episodes, which basically ended with Jin being served papers.
And we ain't talking about that lick she just got in that trailer. No. She got served papers.
Yes, she got served papers. So Jamila Jamil's Titania has co-opted and trademarked the She-Hulk name. Look, Sheila had trademark next to She-Hulk. So basically, this is something that'll probably get wrapped up just in the next episode alone. And I actually don't think it's going to end the way a lot of people think. I don't think it's going to, because the MCU tends to move through story arcs pretty quickly. They usually try to move through an arc within a single moment, especially in episodes or episodic series. They usually don't just linger on. Like, even though, She-Hulk and Titania have been beefing since, 1984 in the comics and only just recently became cool with each other, it's one of those situations where in the movies and TV shows, they're like, well, we're not going to drag shit out like that for 3, 4, 5 decades. We try to make some money. So basically what they'll do is after this, you'll probably either A, see less of Titania, or B, if you see Titania around, it'll be a less antagonistic relationship and more of just a petty one. They'll probably just be real petty towards each other. Kind of like how they are right now. Where, they're cool, but they petty as hell to each other, because Titania will sure as shit beat the snot out She-Hulk and gloat about it before she get knocked the fuck out. But, one of the other things, I think the real money shot, though, for a lot of people was, of course, Daredevil, who people have been, clamoring for since it was even first revealed that he would even be on the show. People have been clamoring for, and I have too. I've been clamoring for more Daredevil as well. Of course, in the yellow costume, we see him. He's throwing hands with Jin, which I think is just hilarious in and of itself. But also, what I loved in this was this right here, just the idea of them fighting each other and just mid-fight, she's like, yeah, he can get it. Yeah, he can get some. He can get some on him. But, I don't know, I think it's going to be fine. I like the little conversation that they have where he's basically telling her, hey, you can save the world, because that I guess to kind of, this kind of segues us back into the thing we were talking about before, or that we were going to talk about after this, is that, he's talking about how, you can save, people as Jennifer Walters when the law fails them, She-Hulk can save them. That's kind of the thing that I think is going to be the big, that's kind of the big story arc of She-Hulk. I know yesterday when you and I were talking about it, you said you found it less believable, but that is kind of Jennifer Walters' forever struggle in the early days of being She-Hulk, is that some people prefer her as Jennifer, other people prefer her as She-Hulk. It's kind of
that's why I'm happy we're in a see, I can't say this without getting myself in trouble, but
what can't you say?
I like that we're in a better time where men will actually think, and in this case, when they think, it's very bad what they're thinking, but
yeah.
A more horrible, smarter man would say, well, this what she look like, but I know when we get in the bedroom, it's green time.
That's bad.
So yes, that's a very horrible way to look at it, but because that was my whole thing. If you all don't know what we're talking about, it was just more so the guy got that snoo at the end of the night, but when he saw Jen in the morning, all right, I'm gonna head out. No logical man in this day and age would do that.
You'd be surprised.
But see, that's why I go back to my point. I don't think any logical man would actually do that, because they knew that green was in there. They've already experienced it, so they want to keep it as long as possible. Again, that's a horrible dude to do some shit like that.
Can I tell you an old?
Oh, you about to tell on yourself?
I'm gonna tell you an old oh god, what was the motherfucker's name? Terrence Howard-ism.
I like how Terrence Howard-ism is like a Memphis-ism, but he ain't from Memphis.
He ain't even from Memphis. The only thing better than pussy is new pussy.
Danger.
Not only that. Oh, I hit the button for myself. Also, another ism. You show me a beautiful woman, and I'll show you a man that's tired of fucking her. That is not an untrue. Remember how you used to always hear about folks? Remember when Halle Berry was getting cheated on by was the baseball player, the dude?
No, the R&B dude, Eric.
The R&B dude. Okay, so yeah. Here's the thing. You got Halle Berry, the pinnacle. One of the cornerstones of black woman perfection. Dude cheated on her. Look, there are lots of people. There are lots of good-looking women out there. And the reason why that saying this is not to say that, oh, well, just because she's pretty, that she's only pretty, that's the only reason why dude's with her. It's not saying that. What that saying is meant to point out is that it doesn't matter how hot a woman is, doesn't matter how attractive she is, doesn't matter how perfect she is. I have known plenty of dudes, not just, celebrities I have no connection to. I've known plenty of dudes personally who have had fine-ass girlfriends and wives that they have cheated on. And sometimes not even for, trading up. Sometimes even trading down. Because sometimes what that box is attached to might get on your nerves. She might be hot, but that box between them legs.
Sir Yuri said, never forget, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
He did. Yes, he did. And who is Beyonce? Also, one of the cornerstones of black woman perfection.
Well, I was going to say, since you were keeping on R&B dudes with Eric Benet, excuse me. Remember that fat ass, The Dream? This shit still pisses me off. That if you all remember The Dream, just whack ass fat dude, but he did R&B music. He was with Christina Milian and cheated.
Yep, sure did.
Built like this wallet, but cheated on Christina Milian. I just could not believe it.
Yes, he did.
Ooh,
yes,
they're talking about Black Panther right now.
Oh, they're probably about to do. There's probably a Wakanda Forever thing getting ready to come up.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler said that he is still actually editing the movie.
Yeah, they did reshoots just recently. They actually just recently supposed to be doing I don't think they just happened. I think they're about to happen. I think they're about to do a week or two of reshoots, which means it'll probably not be for the movie proper. It'll probably be for post credits and other little bullshit scenes. Maybe they noticed something didn't work and they're going back and adding stuff in or fixing something that didn't work the first time around, which a lot of people are like, oh my god, movie's in trouble. It's like, no, movies do reshoots all the time. It's just less common for them to do them this close to a release date, but it does happen. But no, like I said, that's why when you said that oh, he wouldn't cheat on her, nah, trust me, She-Hulk has been cheated on in the comics. One of the one of the things that's popped up in She-Hulk comics is her waking up in the middle of the night, back as Jennifer Walters when she slept with somebody when she was She-Hulk, and she even pointed out she had to turn back so that people wouldn't wake up and see regular her and be like, oh, so this is what I gotta wake up to every morning. It's a thing. It's a thing. That was back during the Dan Slott run of She-Hulk. But yeah, it's one of those deals where she's dealing with self-worth. And she's that was kind of the point I think a lot of people didn't catch at the end of the third episode where she beat the fuck out of the Wrecking Crew. The Wrecking Crew got wrecked is when she looked she looked at her reflection as She-Hulk and she was starting to realize, oh wow, maybe I should be She-Hulk more often. But then she was still kind of wrestling with it, and then when she finally decided to throw herself into it, she started to realize, oh wait, they only care about She-Hulk. They don't care about me. They care about She-Hulk. She made that little the not Tinder profile and didn't get no hits.
Some of the dudes in the chat right now, we are y'all. You know, I'm not gonna add myself because I'm pure. Y'all are some horrible people. I'm just reading some of the chat right now. Mojo quit saying, "Bruh, he got snoo and breakfast. She wouldn't have been able to get rid of me."
I mean, look, let's be real, because I think a lot of us are kind of speaking from our own personal, like what we would do personally. Yeah. Some of us would feel that way, but there are plenty of dudes out there who would hit that shit and be gone.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. He said at the same time, I got homies that would have done the same thing and would have been like, "Bye, oh, not green bit." And then Douglas Paul saying he would have absolutely did, but the dude did. Y'all talking like homie went from She-Hulk to Beyonce. Jen Walters sans Hulk is basic as fuck. That's not what he signed up for.
No, he signed up for an okay. And I want to make sure I preface this. I want to make sure I say I don't want anybody out here thinking, "Oh man, Blerd Without Fear is he is body shaming and Tatiana Maslany and calling her ugly." No, I am not. Tatiana Maslany is literally the epitome of a fine ass woman. Let's go ahead and just put that out there. Let's go ahead and just put that out there real quick. Tatiana Maslany is a very, 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 very attractive woman. But when she is in her the way that they are portraying her as Jennifer Walters, they are making her a more obtainable looking woman. She is supposed to look like an average everyday white woman that you can just see out on the street. You can walk out your house right now, see 20 of them. Right now. That is what the character of Jennifer Walters is supposed to be. She is not supposed to be this super duper, uber hot, all the time white woman.
What did you call Amy Schumer?
Oh no, I said she was a obtainable white woman. Which dude, you know what fucked me up? Someone said something about Amy Schumer the other day, and they said that like when you realize Amy Schumer looks like, and it was like a dude. There was a dude. Oh man, I wish I could find it. Someone. Oh, that's what it was. I found it. Carter, you gonna hate me when I show you this.
Oh boy.
Look right here.
Yeah, somebody on here said Amy Schumer looked like Chris Jericho. Oh, wow. Wow.
That's what it was. Dude, I hollered when I saw that shit because I was sitting there. I was like, because at first I was like, she don't look. Ooh. She do. She do look like Le Champion.
Is she gonna pull out a list of 1,000 jokes that she stole from other comedians? Right.
And here's the sad part: jokes that they stole from other comedians. Good lord! I was like, dude, how you gonna steal from somebody who stole from somebody and call yourself original? Get out my face!
Wait, can you pull that back up? Hold up.
Oh yeah, here. Let me.
Hold up.
Here you go.
Bro.
Hey, look! You really so Carter. When you fucking with Amy Schumer, you really in the walls of Jericho.
Danger. Let's move on.
Yes, I got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I need to just keep that on deck. I need like that and like that and the look, I would keep that on deck like that and this one right here. This one right here also got to stay.
Danger.
Jonathan Motor, don't give a super chat for that. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Just disgusting. Don't do that, Jonathan Motor. Don't do that.
No, do it. Jonathan Motor out here. Jonathan Motor with the I'm sorry, y'all. Oh God, I almost died. Dude, you know what? I ain't never gonna be able to hear the walls of Jericho again ever the same. Like, break down the walls of Jericho. Oh God, Carter hate me right now, y'all. Oh God damn. Oh God. Whew, Lord. Whew, Lord. Oh God. Whew. Okay. I think I'm calm now. But dude, could you imagine if you was dating Jamie Schumer, as soon as you start hitting it, it'd be like, come on! You know I got you! Yeah! Break the walls down! I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. She is a sports entertainer. Yes, yes. She is a sports entertainer. Les champions. Look, wait. Amy Schumer is the undisputed champion. Oh, God. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done now. Boy, I'm about to catch a demon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you put a lion taper? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Wait. You're on the list! Wait. You know what? This is the last one, I promise. That's the last one, I promise. I promise. Could you imagine when you get done? Could you imagine you get done putting Amy Schumer in the lion tamer, giving her that Judas effect, and then she turn around and be like, "What a little bit of the bubbly." Oh, goddamn. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I saw this meme like 3 days ago, and it literally had very little effect on me until today. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me. Little bit of the bubbly. Oh, goddamn. Okay. I'm sorry. Back to the tag team champ. Dude, can you imagine next week if Chris Jericho come out to AEW Dynamite, talk about Judas in my mind, and like Amy Schumer come out right next to him, walking behind him the same way that Stephanie McMahon used to walk behind Triple H. Oh, goddamn. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm good. Y'all. I'm good. Okay. I'm good. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Whew. Carter, would you All right, well, actually, first things first. Jonathan Moda, thank you, dude, with the 100. I'm sorry. Dude, I didn't want to minimize that. That's why I left it up. Dude, Jonathan Moda coming through with the $100. Y2J's dead. Hey, look, let me tell you something. I feel perfectly okay making these jokes because Chris Jericho's kind of a problematic figure these days. So, they both had it coming. We also got Porsche Media with the $2 super chat says, "The fuck did I walk into?" Love you, brothers. Hey, we love you back, Pimp. Whew, I'm sorry, y'all. You know, sometimes you get that feeling. It get good to you. And I want to apologize to everyone who I may have offended. I'll go ahead and hit the button for myself.
Danger.
Okay. All right. Now, I want to get back to something because we missed some super chats from earlier. We got one from the homie Ping Rose out here with the $4.99. We actually might be having the young brother on here very soon. If we can get our schedules and everything aligned. We also got one from Eduardo Cuevas. Says, Hola, Blurcoa. Since we already have Wolverine in the MCU, but not adamantium, how likely do you think the MCU will have vibranium claws? You know what? I don't think they'll do it. I think they will stick to the adamantium. I think they will actually stick to the adamantium because then that makes for a plot point that you can kind of put those two against one another and have kind of like an unstoppable object meets, or the immovable object meets the unstoppable force type scenario, type deal. I think that is a more likely outcome, but I don't think that vibranium claws would be the worst idea. Thank you for that. Ooh, dude, the $5, that's euros super chat. Good God. We appreciate you, Pimp. I can't show them because they're so far back that they got lost in the shuffle. I apologize. Apparently, I was whiling a bit too much. I apologize. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's see. Okay, I see some people. I saw Bill here said that the exclusive clip wasn't for Wakanda Forever, it was for Ironheart. That makes sense because they have been filming. I did say they had been filming Ironheart, so they probably had something to show, at least a clip of something to show, so that tracks. I also know that Marvel is not playing when it comes to people leaking shit. One of the things that I saw someone post was let me see if I can actually pull this up. I don't know if I actually can make this any bigger. At least in a way that would make it like, yeah, this is what I saw right here. Yeah, it said, please be advised the presentation contains high intensity. Well, this is actually for the epilepsy warning, but it was the one underneath. So the video footage of this presentation is exclusive to Hall D23 and may not be recorded or live streamed. Cameras and recording devices may be used during the live portions of the show, but must not be disruptive to others. Night vision will be used to monitor during the video footage. If you attempt to record exclusive content, you consent to removal from the theater, as well as forfeiture of the device and or deletion of the recording. If you become aware of anyone inappropriately recording, please notify D23 representative immediately. But
Werewolf by Night just got announced.
No, that's old, brother.
Oh, it's official now. I know it's been a lot of rumors circulating.
No,
I didn't know that was an official thing.
Carter, Carter, we've talked about this before.
No, but I'm just saying, like, this is them officially saying it.
No, they've been officially saying it. They've been shooting Werewolf by Night for a while.
Because I know you and I have talked about it, but I know it's all been rumors.
No, it wasn't rumors, Carter. It was announced. They announced Werewolf by Night over a year ago, dude. They're just saying that it's on the way. That's what that is. Yeah, Werewolf by Night, that's old news, dude. We knew about that. I've even talked about that shit, just even in random other videos. But yeah, no, that's, yeah, the fact that they may have said something about it, like, actively, like maybe saying when it's coming out, because that's the only thing that's been nebulous about it. But it's been shooting. This is the first that it's been brought up in an official capacity. Oh, it reconnected. Okay, cool. Weird internet hiccup. Well, let's see here. Is we still good? Yep, we are still good. Let's see. Carrying on. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, this is the only thing that I think that we have currently from the Ironheart deal. That's the only thing anyone was actually able to get, and their phone probably no longer exists. It has likely been snapped out of existence because Marvel is not playing about this shit no more. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that comes up, but right now it's mostly, yeah, I see the Werewolf by Night thing. Let's see. This is just announced. Okay. This is another thing that came up. I don't know. I haven't seen. I see more of a. This is what. I don't know how true or accurate this one is, because once again, the site is one of those that, like, it's one of those joke Twitter accounts that tries to have almost the same Twitter handle as the actual place. So I don't know how true this one is, so I'm not going to bring it up. But yeah, right now, also don't know how true this one is. Some of these I kind of want to wait to see how because I see stuff for, like, yeah, they showed something for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which very likely a trailer might be on the way for that. There's some out there saying that there's, like, a Scarlet Witch thing that got announced and, like, a new Eternals film that got announced, but I'm not sure those are either.
That sounds good and bogus.
Yeah.
But we did just get a trailer, apparently, for Werewolf by Night.
Okay. So it probably, I know they said there's a Disney Plus sizzle reel that they're going to show, like, afterward that'll actually be on the website, like, it'll be on Disney Plus or, like, you know, on YouTube or whatever by, you know, some various point or another. But yeah, at this point, a lot of it is, yeah, here it is. That's the one for Werewolf by Night. Which if I'm thinking correctly, I think that one's not even a full series. I think that's just like a one-shot deal. It
didn't even say it didn't say season 1, didn't say it just said a special presentation. It almost made it sound like a short almost.
Yeah, it's cuz okay, so when it was originally announced, it was labeled as a one-shot. Like, so basically it could be anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Maybe, if even that. Maybe even closer in vein to what was it? You remember when they did, like, the one thing, like, was it Hail to the King? Where it was Ben Kingsley's Trevor Slattery.
Yep.
And that was where they confirmed that there actually was a real actual Mandarin. And then we would later get that Mandarin, like, some good ways away later. But here, we got the Werewolf by Night.
How many years was that between Iron Man 3 and then we finally got it for Shang-Chi? Oh, shit.
Iron Man 3 was... Here, let's see. Iron Man 3 came out in 2013. And then Shang-Chi came out in 2021. So it was a while. It was a minute. It was a minute. And
how many people are pissed for waiting that long for that payoff? Good lord.
Oh, well, no. Well, here's the sadder. Oh, so yeah, Thor: The Dark World also came out that same year. So yeah, they waited because that skit didn't come out until the DVD release of Thor: The Dark World. So it could have very well been as late as, like, I think it was like late 2013, early 2014 when that came out on home video release. I could be mistaken somehow, but yeah, But on the bright side of things, Ben Kingsley is going to be in the Wonder Man show. So there you go. Which is fitting because he's an actor, and so is Wonder Man. Let's see here. Let's go back a little bit because we also have we got a good one here. We got a 1999 super chat from Jonathan Boda says, "I am the Atola of rock and roller," says Amy Schumer. Actually, now I need somebody to like actually take a picture of Chris Jericho, just superimpose Amy Schumer's head on it, where she putting somebody in the walls and be like, "Ask him, ref." That's what I need now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go. It says also Secret Invasion trailer apparently is also just dropped. I'm gonna open this one up because these guys are actually a reputable source that I do follow. We're gonna look at these back to back. We do have them, so let's go through Werewolf by Night first. You ready for this, Carter? Is your body ready for this?
I mean, it has to be after that that outburst of Amy Schumer, right?
I mean, hey, dude, don't hate, man. Amy Schumer, like I said, obtainable white woman, aka Chris Jericho. All right, let's pull it up. We got it. And Shazam.
This Halloween, you can't escape the shock, the terror of Werewolf by Night.
I think we just saw Elsa Bloodstone.
It is every hunter for themselves.
Good luck. I'll be rotting for you.
But one of you is a monster, masquerading as one of our own. I can't wait to find out what breed of evil you are.
She got snatched.
You wanna see this, darling?
Please don't do this. Death is coming for you!
Bruh! I'm not gonna lie.
That was fire.
Oh yeah, dude. I just want to go back. I want to wait. I want to go back to this. Wait, was this it right here where old girl got? She got snatched. Bruh, she got dude. She got the shit snatched out of her. Now I do want to say, for those who unfamiliar, let's see here. I got the other one. I got it already. So for those unfamiliar, the Werewolf by Night is a character actually Jack. I always thought it was funny, Jack Russell, because Jack Russell Terrier. So I've almost never been able to take the character of Jack Russell terribly seriously. But the Werewolf by Night is actually a pretty interesting character, and actually where Moon Knight got his original start. So,
there were so many people that were saying that it was going to be Jameson's son for some reason.
No, that's Star Wolf or something like that. I forget what his actual moniker is, but yeah, this is no, it's not Jameson's son. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we literally saw Jack Russell in that trailer. There's a shot where I believe we see. Oh, and yes, we did see Man-Thing. Someone mentioned Man-Thing. We did see Man-Thing. That's him right there. So there you have it. We got not only are we getting Werewolf by Night, we are also getting the Man-Thing pulling up on this shit. I'm kind of hyped for it.
That it stayed with that black and white aesthetic, like those old like Frankenstein Monster Mash kind of deals. That I'm excited to see this. I can safely say I'm excited to see this.
Also, we do get to see Jack Russell in werewolf form, like kind of. It's mostly like quick shots, but like right here, you see him getting tased. Like, and I appreciate that they're actually keeping him looking like the way he used to back in like the old comics. Like, nowadays he actually does look more like the like the picture I showed earlier. But the way it used to be, he kind of looked more like the old school Lon Chaney Wolfman kind of deal. Like this was like the most wolf that he would typically look like. This look is more of a recent development. That they've kind of changed it over the years. This is actually closer to what he usually looks like, or what he used to. And I love they're going for that aesthetic because for one, I'm a huge horror movie buff. I love horror movies. Like, that's kind of my jam. It's what I do. I love them. I've been pretty vocal about it on the channel before. But I like the fact that, like, Maverick, I want to go back to this part right here. Can we go back to this? Yeah, right here. This shot right here, when he's, like, doing... like, all that, I love it, because, for one, okay, it is one of the reasons I actually like they're going with the black and white aesthetic. Do you know why that is, Carter? I was waiting for you to give me like why is that, Ernie? But no.
Your audio kept going in and out for some reason.
Oh, okay. No,
I was trying to see if it was something on my end.
No, okay. So the reason why I love that they're doing this black and white aesthetic is because they can get away with more shit. Remember Kill Bill? Remember Kill Bill Volume 1?
Yeah.
When the bride, when it gets the crazy 88. So, in that scene, the reason why it was so cool was because they did this deal where they went to black and white because they could just say and do all kinds of crazy... They could do all kind of crazy shit because you could show more gore and blood in black and white because the MPAA doesn't judge it as harshly as they would if it was in color. That's why, like, halfway through the fight, everything goes black and white. But no, I dug that. I thought that was really cool. Let's see here. Yes, see here. Yeah, exactly. You show more blood. You can do all kind of crazy stuff. But once again, like, I love the aesthetic. I love, like, if you look through here, it's kind of like a murderer's row of different characters. I'm positive. I'm almost positive because they did say that Elsa Bloodstone was cast for this, and it makes sense because they're doing this as like we're doing a bunch of hunters who are coming together to take down this creature that, which at first they kind of make you think that it's the werewolf, but apparently it is more likely that it's Man-Thing. But, like, you can see, like, right here, like you said, you had Elsa, like, I'm pretty sure it's Elsa Bloodstone. You got, all these other characters that they show up. I'm not sure who all of these people are supposed to be, but, like, they make it pretty clear all these people, like, in some capacity, hunters of various types. But I'm not gonna lie, the one thing I'm kind of holding out hope for, and I don't think it'll happen, but the fact that they actually put together this group of hunters, part of me wonders if there's any chance that we could get a tease of Blade somewhere in this, but it's hard to say. But yeah,
with it being in black and white, so it's obviously a period piece.
Yeah.
I already know the answer to this question, but
what's that?
If they were to show Blade, what if it was the Blade of that time where you got the fro with the steak on your hip.
Hey, I'd be here for it. I'd be here for it. If he had the fro, dude. I want to see Mahershala Ali in the fro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I want. I want Mahershala Ali in the fro. I don't give a fuck.
I'm hyped for this. I'm ready to see Man-Thing burn the shit out of people. Cause that's coming. But I never thought we would ever be this. I never thought anyone would ever be this excited over Man-Thing. Because he's always been, and he's kind of getting this resurgence now because of Jason Aaron in the Avengers book. So it's just always surprising when I see anything involving Man-Thing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally into it. And I will say, it might not be a period piece. It could not be. It may just be using the black and white aesthetic just because. Which I'm fine with that too.
That's fair.
Like I'm fine with that. That's no problem. But I do think that they will. I do think they'll go for the look, just if for no other reason than to evoke a certain emotion in people watching it. But I kind of feel like this is going to be one of those deals. Remember when WandaVision first came out? They did the first episode in black and white.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh, this is stupid. It's black and white." Blah. Like I think the first two or three episodes were black and white, whatever. But yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, this is so stupid." Black and white. I feel like there's going to be that crowd of people that are going to do that, but I'm just going to tell those people to go outside and touch grass. Is what I'll do. Carter, you ready?
I feel like those are just going to be the young, and I don't want to say dumb ones, but
I've seen some older people doing it too.
Wow, because I was going to say maybe they're too young to have ever seen black and white monster movies like this.
I remember when WandaVision came out, I saw some good and grown ass folks bitching about it.
He said good and grown.
Oh yeah, good and grown ass shit. But yeah, I haven't thought about I guess that's a lie. I have actually thought about Man-Thing, but I don't think the world at large has thought about Man-Thing since the sci-fi movie that came out like way back.
And they are trying to buff him in these comics now because they're basically they're trying to do the Marvel equivalent of the Green almost. If you wanted even more Swamp Thing analogies, they are trying to give him his own version. He's this omnipotent, most powerful being. Yeah, they're trying to do that right now.
Yeah, because he's a multiversal nexus now. If I'm not, or he's technically been a multiversal nexus for quite some time, but like they're doubling down on that now. The funny thing though about the whole Swamp Thing is that if I'm not mistaken, they actually came out at the exact same time almost. Like, oh, wow. Like, yeah, Man-Thing, because Man-Thing came out in May of 1971 in Savage Tales #1. Swamp Thing came out in House of Secrets #92 in July of 1971. So it's kind of one of those Doom Patrol X-Men scenarios. It's two different comics that came out literally within like a month of each other. So it's hard to say who stole what. Like, or they just probably had the same idea, same time. Man-Thing was actually quite a bit different, though, from Swamp Thing for the longest time, because he was more of a supernatural... To be fair, Man-Thing was more of a supernatural force than Swamp Thing was, even back when Swamp Thing first came out. Like, it's weird. They're both kind of... So, remember... I haven't put this video up yet, but it's something that's been coming up a lot lately with the Batman under Chip Zdarsky. One of the things I've talked about recently with Chip Zdarsky's Batman is that for a long time, people used to just say, oh, well, Moon Knight's a ripoff of Batman. You know, he's a rich guy, whatever. He just has multiple personalities. That's what makes him different. But now you have Batman, where now he has alternate personalities that he can channel at various times, and they're like different entities that he has the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh now. Well, he's had that for a while, but like the fact that Chip is leaning into it makes Batman more like Moon Knight than anything else. So it's like you're starting to see these characters that are supposed to be derivative of one another. They're starting
you just said that is gonna piss a lot of people off.
Well, no, it's true. It's true though, like, dude.
No. I feel you, but it's like, man, now Batman's fucking Moon Knight now. You finna
It's
start
true.
some flaming wars.
It's true though, because dude, he literally. Anyway, y'all go watch the video when I put it up. Y'all see what I'm talking about, or go read Batman, the last 3 issues of Batman, 125 through 127. That's up to. Those are the first 3 issues under Chip Zdarsky. That's exactly what's happening. But yeah.
Ed Boy in the cut saying the creators of both were roommates in college. They didn't steal from each other. They both just liked the same stuff and had similar ideas. I don't know how true that is. That's true?
Probably. I mean,
the more you know.
Here's the thing. Back in the day, more people between Marvel and DC were friends with each other than some might want to admit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crypto memory too. That's the thing. Like, people, if you don't know what crypto memory is, it's something I've actually talked about before, but it's why I don't actively watch Comics Explained or Dope Spill when I'm working on a video, because I don't ever want to watch their shit and then come back and put my own shit out and accidentally crib something that they said or a thought that they had without realizing. Because that's something people do. People see something, they hear something, and then years later, months later, days later, whatever, you kind of forget about it because it's gone to the back of your mind. But then you start, like maybe you come up with an idea or you come up with a thought that you think is yours, but maybe it came from somewhere else. That's a lot of the reason why, like, whenever I'm working on stuff, I'm like, ooh, I see, oh man, Rob did a video about this, and I'm like, ooh, I'm not going to watch it yet because I'm also trying to do the same thing, and I don't want to just be regurgitating what he said. Or at least, if I am going to do it, I want to be able to have at least to myself, the plausible deniability to say that, well, I never even knew that he said that. So that's just a case of us agreeing. Or, whatever. Oop, your camera just went green. Oh, there he is. He's back. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into, because we got more stuff up, because I know they just put the Echo trailer up too. Or I think they did, or at least they just showed it. So it'll very likely be up here in just a minute. Let's take a look at Secret Invasion. Lord.
For years, you've been avoiding Earth. But I have called for your help plenty of other times, and you've been pretty content to let those calls go straight to voicemail.
Yeah, well, this is different.
All right, let's go, Sam.
How much do you know about your security detail?
What do you mean, how much do I know about him?
Them ain't your peoples?
Fury, we gotta be very careful now.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Bruh.
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us.
This is just the beginning.
This is my war alone. And I'm the last person standing between them and what they really want.
Woo! Let's go.
And what is that?
So that was Fury at the beginning, then stepping out of that ship.
Yeah, that was. Well, remember? Okay, so let's go back a little bit here. So this point right here, that was Fury coming out of the ship, but this shouldn't even be surprising, considering where we last saw him. Remember, somehow spoilers if you've yet to at this point in life seen Spider-Man Far From Home. I don't know what to tell you, But Spider-Man Far From Home, we saw that Fury was on a ship in space, far the hell away, hanging out with Skrulls. So it kind of puts that little stinger into a little bit more context. The other thing I kind of want to look at here too is not only, well, for one, Colby Smulders back as Maria Hill. So yeah, out here, let's go. Also, I want to point out too something that of course we never got Don Cheadle, War Machine, out here, Rhodey doing his thing, dark skin Rhodey. This is Earth 1. This is Earth 2 Rhodey. This is Earth 2 Rhodey right here. Or would Terrence Howard be Earth 2 Rhodey? This is Earth 1 Rhodey. We gonna give Don Cheadle respect.
Terrence Howard is the one we got when Don Cheadle was the one we deserved.
There you go. I'll take it. And then we also got Martin Freeman back in shit, I forgot his
Colonizer.
Yeah, there you go. Is it Agent Ross?
I don't know.
What was his name?
Ever since old girl said, "Don't scare me like that," Colonizer, that is all I have looked at him.
Yeah, that is just stuck. That is stuck for me as well.
It's either that or I'm calling him Watson.
That too. But yeah, I love this. Okay, first off, this is the money shot right here. This right here, this is the money shot. When when that man put paws on that brother, and everybody stood up.
Everybody digivolved into the same dude. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Look, wait, when did Mystique get multiple man's powers?
You know what it reminded me of? You remember Rush Hour 2? When Chris Tucker grabbed Ricky Tan and then his whole squad rose up, he was just like, "Oh my Lord!"
He's like, "Man, go ahead, sit down and start Look, if Ben Mendelsohn started brushing his brother's coat off, like, oh man, I'm so sorry. Look, you know what this is? You know what this reminds me of though? You know what this actually kind of vaguely reminds me? Have you ever this one of the moments where Ben Mendelsohn has said the N-word and everybody just stood up? Everybody like, "Oh, what'd you say? Excuse me? What did you say?" Everett Ross. Oh, okay, so yeah, Agent Ross. Everett Ross. There you go. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't remember that dude's name, but yeah, that was Martin Freeman, Agent Ross. So I actually had to see, sometimes when you write, but you don't remember if you're right. But no, I like the fact that, like, yeah, right here, this dude just like, look how he just waving him off. He's like, no. He's like, don't worry about it. He cool. He good. He good. I think the real question is, what is the role of Amelia? I know for the longest time it's been speculated that she's Abigail Brand, but I don't know if that's actually been confirmed or not. But I mean, this is a different type. This is going to be a different type of show. I know a lot of people are going to go to this thing and, oh, it's going to be Secret Invasion, just like comics. It's going to be random superheroes just falling out the woodwork and fighting. No, it's not going to be that. This is going to be a little bit more of a personal. Actually, you know what, Carter? I don't know if did you ever read Secret Invasion? Were you reading comics back when Secret Invasion came out?
I had literally just missed it. I came on right when Dark Reign started. Before it was just here and there.
Okay, so yeah, you literally
I got literally the end of it.
Got you. Okay. So there was a tie-in comic. Oh God, what was it called? I think it was called Secret Invasion Frontline.
Yeah.
And it focused more on what was going on the ground floor, like with the regular people. That's what this is going to be like. And It makes me even more angry that they killed off Ben Urich in Daredevil. Because Ben Urich was a major character that it would have been really nice to have that.
Yes, he was. I've read some trades of it that were here and there, but like spoilers for this very old Marvel event. But I came in literally when Norman Osborn put the blicky on the Skrull Queen. That's where I came in. And just FYI for people, that it was also confirmed from Don Cheadle that Armor Wars is going to start filming next year, and it's going to take place right after Secret Invasion. So there you go for Armor Wars news.
Okay,
but
there you go.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, like, just because of where I came in, that would be funny if we just see Norman Osborn pop up with just put the pistol on the Scroll Queen. But here's my question for you.
Go ahead.
Here's my question for all comic fans, just for fans as a whole of the MCU. With this old, haggard Nick Fury that we have, and if you take what Maria Hill said in the trailer, saying that she's been trying to get in contact with him, but he just hasn't responded, could it be possible that this is Samuel L. Jackson's swan song, but then we are also introduced to Nick Fury Jr. in this MCU?
Maybe. Like I said, it's hard to say because, like, I don't know.
While you're thinking about that, just to answer Jeffrey's question, no, Ben did not get offed in Captain Marvel. He gotten what, Daredevil? What did Daredevil?
It was there. Yeah, talking about Ben Urich?
Yeah, Ben Urich caught it.
Ben Urich, he caught it in season 1, homie.
Season 1.
See, he caught it in season 1. He was like, it was one of the last 2 or 3 episodes. Because basically him working with, because it was one of the subplots they were doing with Karen Page, where Karen was getting too close, and because she was working with Ben Urich to try and suss out the backstory on the Kingpin and expose him, and then they caught up with Ben Urich, killed him, and then that's when they started getting closer to Karen. Not Urich, Mendelsohn. He didn't die. Talos didn't die. If you're talking about Ben Mendelsohn, no, they didn't. Talos never died. He's still alive. He was in Far From Home. That was the Fury you saw the whole time in Far From Home. So Mendelsohn's around. His Talos is around. That's without question. Let's see here. Apparently there was an announcement that for Captain America, the New World Order.
I don't know how true what Sir Yuri just said in the chat. That I don't know. Oh,
yeah, no. The same source. It's the same source that I'm looking at. They're there. They're actually there. Tim Blake Nelson. Remember how we kept talking about how, man, I wonder if one day maybe Tim Blake Nelson will show up in She-Hulk. Maybe he's the one. Maybe he's the dude that, and apparently, not saying he showed up in She-Hulk, but it has Tim Blake Nelson, who,
you know what this means, right?
What does this mean? What does this mean?
You know, if we get in the leader.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
If we get in this one, you know we got to get Doc Samson back, right?
Oh yeah.
No, we ain't.
Not like this.
You know we gotta get Doc Samson back in here, right? You know it's coming, right?
Dude, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. I got you, pimp. Bruh, could you imagine? Oh my God, this is gonna be so ugly. So look, so we already getting this. This coming back to the MCU, y'all. But so is this. Why? Look. Why?
Oh boy.
Why?
We have said this several times on the cave, but for all of you who don't know, if you were fans of Immortal Hulk and you remember seeing Doc Samson, big, swole, green, just want to pull that picture up real quick again, Ernie. In the Incredible Hulk movie that everyone loves with Ed Norton, you want to see what your Doc Samson look like, big dog?
Yeah, that's your Doc Samson. That's your Doc Samson. That's your Doc Samson. That's your Doc Samson. God damn it, why? Look, wait a minute. I got a question. I got a question. So, Doc Samson, big guy, big green dude, literally, like supposed to be able to throw hands with the Hulk. This cap right here, and y'all got this. This what y'all got. Like, this is a Doc Samson you wanted. This is Doc Samson we got at home. Look, could you imagine? Look, be like, man, I want Doc Samson in the MCU. And then your mama be like, man, we got Doc Samson at home. Get out of here. It's not too late to recast. Nah, that's your Doc Samson, pimp. That's Doc. Look, could you imagine, dude, could you imagine seeing this motherfucker with green hair? Could you imagine with the green wig on? With the green wig on. Bring out Aquaroom Brother back and Samson. Oh, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. Oh, goddamn. But yeah, no, Captain America New World Order, we will be seeing, apparently. This is actually the tweet I found. Tim Blake Nelson will be returning as the leader for that. He will be the main villain of the series. But just so y'all know, just because I don't want y'all to forget, because we getting this back. I mean, we also getting this back. I just want to put that out there. I just want just to remind y'all what's possible. Just to remind y'all. Yes. We did also get confirmation Isaiah Bradley will be returning for Captain America New World Order. So that is that's gonna be a thing. I feel like pretty much you can safely assume all the plot threads that came out, all the plot threads that came up for Falcon and the Winter Soldier are very likely going to be revisited. We're also going to be getting Joaquin Torres. He'll be returning. Actually, they actually said it out loud. He is returning as the new Falcon, not just as himself. But for those who don't know, Joaquin Torres is actually the Falcon currently and has been for a while now. Even when Sam Wilson dropped the Captain America moniker and went back to being Falcon, Joaquin Torres was also very much still Falcon. So.
But I'm wondering if he's going to get experimented on, because he was more Falcon. With Sam Wilson, it was a title, it was a moniker. But new Falcon, this motherfucker actually had talons and stuff.
Yeah, no, he was actually like, he actually had full on, like, I mean, yeah, Sam Wilson in the comics has powers as well, but like he has the ability to telepathically communicate with birds, but actual like Falcon Joaquin Torres is a whole other animal. Figuratively and literally. Matter of fact, this, like, he even has like the weird eyes. Like, you just kind of see here, like, that's what his eyes look. Those aren't lenses or anything. And you can see his hands are more like bird talons, so to speak. So yeah, that I can see that. But as far as everything else goes, like, yeah, Carl Lumbly coming back as Isaiah Bradley, I'm here for it. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I am perfectly in for a penny, in for a pound on all of that. My
excitement went up for this Captain America film. I was already going to go. I was already excited for it. I was already going to go see it just because I wanted to see Sam as Cap's first big thing. But having the leader as the main villain in this movie, like, that's interesting to do. I'm really interested in this next phase, especially now that we've seen this Thunderbolts roster.
That's, dude. I'm in.
We're gonna have the leader as a big bad. We have Werewolf by Night, which looks really, really cool. You're gonna have this next phase is gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah. Here. Let's go ahead and pull this up real quick. So, bam, this is your. There we go, right there. Matter of fact, here, let's do this. Can we open image in new tab? There we go. Bam, right there. That's your roster. And also, I gotta admit, this is kind of a regular man roster. I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping they'd go a little bit bigger with it, maybe get Abomination in there. But this is about what I expected to be. U.S. Agent, Winter Soldier, Yelena as Black Widow, Ghost. I didn't expect Red Guardian, but it would make sense for him to be there, since since Yelena's in. Of course, she would call in somebody she can trust, because she probably doesn't trust Val over here. And
let Hopper get that check.
Man, let him get it. Now, granted, while I'm not the hugest fan of the MCU's version of Taskmaster, I'm curious to see what they do with the character now that the character has some agency. It ain't the best outcome, but it's one I'm willing to take. So there you go. There's that. So we know we got Thunderbolts. I had a feeling we were going to get that cast. Fantastic Four, they said there's no news on casting for Fantastic Four, so no announcements there. All they did was just confirm that Matt Shakman is going to be the director. That's literally the only news that we're getting that's Fantastic Four related. So there you go. That's all we get. That's all we get. This is something we already knew though, so there you go. I think we mentioned this a week or two ago. For Christ's sakes. Let's get to the next thing. Let's see. I have a feeling Leader is going to wind up being in more shit than people think. I don't think he's just going to be in that Captain America. I think we will end up seeing, I'm almost positive he's probably done something for She-Hulk. I'm almost positive he's done something for She-Hulk up to this point. And I think we might even see Abomination back somewhere else here soon. I was hoping it would be in, I don't know, just something, something soon. But as far as we know, says look, your favorite white woman, Florence Puh! Her real name's actually Florence Pugh, y'all. But anyway, she's filming Dune too, so she wasn't even there for the whole thing. But yeah, everybody's coming back. Hannah John Kamen is coming back as Ghost, so I'm just happy for that, if nothing else. That's the type of stuff I'd like to see, just me personally. Man, not gonna lie, they're announcing things, they're bringing up things that I wasn't necessarily sure were, I don't know. Things I wasn't necessarily sure were going to happen, or whatever, but they are happening. I wasn't sure we were going to get, some of these things, but they are actually occurring, so I will take them. They did bring up Loki Season 2. That was the thing I think we didn't actually mention. Loki Season 2 did come up, and apparently, let's see if I can actually find this here. It is just getting lost in, all this shit's getting lost in the shuffle. Good lord. Well, while I look for that, we know that Randall Park's gonna be coming back as Jimmy Woo for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. So there's that. To the surprise of no one, I think. But I think the thing that actually did catch a lot of people off guard is that, and I don't know why it would, but Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania is going to directly link to the Avengers Kang Dynasty. There'll be a direct link between those two films. So, other than that, they showed some footage for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I don't think we have any access to that footage. Or at least it hasn't been released as of yet.
I don't even want to see bootleg footage of that.
No, I don't either.
Crystal clear quality. I don't want to see a bootleg of that anywhere.
No, God, no. No. Fuck no. I would not want to. Even if you put it in front of me, I wouldn't watch it. Let's see here. I am going to pull this up because I did find a transcript of some of the things that were brought up in the Quantumania deal. Says in the footage for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, says we finally get confirmation that Randall Park is back as Jimmy Woo, reprising his role from Ant-Man and the Wasp in WandaVision. The rest of the footage plays much like at San Diego Comic-Con earlier this year, with Lang promoting his new book and finding out Cassie has been arrested while trying to research the quantum realm. Majors Kang taunts Lang, much like the rest of Lang's own team does, as he's constantly bragging about saving the world. After an explosion in their lab sends them into the quantum realm, we get footage of Bill Murray's new character who shares a past with Janet Van Dyne. The footage ends with Kang questioning if he's killed Ant-Man in a previous timeline or universe. Let's see here. And yeah, that's all we really get on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Let's see here. Kind of looking through seeing if anything else pops up here. Not really. Let's see. Some of the stuff, some of the Daredevil stuff is just stuff we've already seen. Well, actually, no. This technically is something different. Apparently, they did show a scene from She-Hulk. Between She-Hulk and Daredevil, where they're debating the difference between goons and henchmen. But let's see here. And apparently there was some flirting between the two of them. So there you go. So, to the surprise of no one. So yeah.
Somebody in the chat said he's already lost his sight. Now he's finna get his back broken by She-Hulk.
Look, could you wait a minute.
Can you know he gonna see her through the vibrations of the back shots. You know he gonna be able to see her.
He gonna see it. He gonna see it. He'll be like, God damn.
This is not Ben Affleck and Jennifer Gardner looking at each other in the rain. No, this is for the be. Oh, this is what she looks like. Not half bad.
Oh yeah, he like, damn. Look, you know what's gonna happen? We gonna see. Look, she gonna lift that motherfucker up like this. She gonna lift him up like this. Look, she gonna lift him like this. Look, you hit him with that BAM. Then she'll be like, now you're really. It's like, now you're really like Batman.
My back is broken, spinal.
Dude, did you? For those of y'all, I don't know if y'all have watched this for the Orville. Have any of y'all who've watched the Orville? Oh my God. There's an episode where Lamar and God, what was the other Salane's name? Why am I blanking on her? Why am I blanking on that character's name? Let's see here. Oh my God, there's an episode where, okay, for those who know, so there's a race on the Orville called Salayans. And I'm not going to show it because the image could be misconstrued, so I'm just going to show this image instead. But these two characters on the Orville end up hooking up. Spoilers for season 3, I guess. They end up hooking up, or maybe it was season 2. I can't remember. Anyway, not important. Point of the matter is, they end up hooking up, and Salayans, Carter, they live on a planet where the gravity is far denser than Earth. Like, to the point that, like, so they had to put a finer point on it, when they visited Salaya, they took a Coke can and they threw it out of the ship into the gravity of the planet, and the can, as soon as it hit their gravity, bam! It was crushed up and flattened. So Salayans, when they're outside of their normal gravity, they have superhuman strength. This brother risked it all.
Spoiler alert. Apparently, here you know she's saying he just started watching that show.
Oh, my bad. Well, hey, I'm not going to tell you the actual results, but just know he risked it all. That is what you can expect to see for your boy Daredevil. Oh, he said he just saw that episode. Okay, yeah, there you go. But yeah, so just to give you an idea. Let's see. I'm kind of combing back through just to see if anything else comes up. As far as like announcements. The fuck? Apparently that's a thing. Did
What's
they?
that?
No, I saw a thing that said the Assassin's Creed original series got announced.
Yeah, I just saw, bruh. You know, I was recently thinking about like video game movies, like bad ones that people don't even like talking about. What gave me a chuckle was the fact that I started naming off movies. Completely forgot there was an Assassin's Creed movie.
Oh yeah. No, there's
completely forgot that movie was that whack. I completely forgot it existed.
So basically what they're doing, so this is actually, I think the Marvels, they're closing out with the Marvels right now. They got Brie Larson, Iman Vellani, and Tiana Paris on stage with director Nia DaCosta. And apparently they're showing off some footage from it doesn't sound like they're showing off a trailer. It seems more like they're just showing clips from the movie. So I don't know if we'll actually get access to those or not. I don't think that's going to be the case, but whatever it is, they have now firmly moved on to Assassin's Creed and Avatar 4, because apparently they're announcing that Avatar 4 is already being filmed. Which that's just crazy to me. It took them this long to make a second Avatar movie, because apparently they filmed 2 and 3 together. So now they're currently filming 4. Because they wanted to make sure the technology existed that they could use to shoot whatever the fuck it is they're trying to do. But yeah, all in all, I'm here for all of this. I love it. Here we go. This is actually what I was looking for earlier, Carter. So your boy, Kehui Kwan. I don't know. Did you ever watch Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, but I've seen him in other. him in other films.
Well, I'm about to say, of course you have, because he was in. Well, for one, he was Short Round in Indiana Jones, in the Temple of Doom. Yeah. So there you go. That's what most people probably remember him from. But yeah, apparently he is going to be in Loki season 2. So there you go. That's some other stuff that came up. I was looking for that tweet, and it got buried in the list of shit that I have open. Other than that, I don't think we really got much of anything else. Like I said, I'm still kind of keeping an ear out for various and sundry other things. Apparently, the announcement that Carter, do you know who's going to be coming back for the Marvels? Do you know what?
I saw that silly ass tweet. I saw it.
Come on, man. Show some love for Goose, man. Show some love for Goose, man. Goose is a real one. Goose was out here. I mean, it's cool. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. And I think let me see if there's anything else pops up. Yeah, the rest of it seems to be pretty Avatar focused. But yeah, so yeah, we got that. I think we actually got a lot more than I would have even anticipated us getting. So yeah, and honestly, even when we were doing like our predictions and stuff, I didn't even think that the Marvels was far along enough for them to even show anything. But apparently it is. They have been filming for a while, so I guess it all makes sense. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this. I'm excited. We got a lot of good, interesting stuff. I still gotta just be excited for the fact that that K is getting his flowers, though. This man was Short Round. He was Data in the Goonies. Y'all remember that slick shoes? Them slick shoes? The booty traps?
That's what I remember him from.
Y'all remember booty traps? Come on, tell me y'all remember the booty traps. Y'all don't remember booty traps. Lord, y'all
I really need to watch those fucking indie movies.
Dude, that was him.
I really need to watch those movies. Apparently, this Indiana 5 is his last one, is what Harrison Ford is saying.
Yeah, he's been saying that for a while. But you know, who knows?
Money talks. I mean, he came back as Han Solo.
Well, I mean, he also didn't want to come back for another Indiana Jones, and money talked, and like I said, you back that Brinks truck up.
I think we might see him quicker in a sequel to Air Force One. We might see him as president again, springing on Russians.
I mean, you never know. You never know. Look, actually, you know what I want? I want him to come back as the fugitive. That's what I want. I want him to come back as the fugitive, so we get Tommy Lee Jones, so we can get like an updated version, like where he's like, "I didn't do it," and be like, I don't care.
Did you know they made a sequel to that movie and I never noticed it and I had seen it before?
Yep, they sure did. I'm trying to remember, was it called The Fugitive 2 or did they call it something else?
It was U.S.
Marshals.
Yep, U.S. Marshals.
Because it was
I never
Wesley
knew
Snipes.
that was a sequel.
Yep, Wesley Snipes.
I never knew that was a sequel until like a couple years ago.
Yep, it's kind of like how you remember.
Why have we not put Tommy Lee Jones in a Marvel movie?
He was in Captain America.
He was in Captain America. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Like,
yes, he was.
okay, so you remember that Morgan Freeman movie, Kiss the Girls?
Yeah, with Ashley Judd.
Yeah. You know how there was a lot of people who didn't know that movie had a sequel too?
Yeah, Along Came a Spider.
Yeah, Along Came a Spider. A lot of people don't know that, but that was kind of a trend for movies back then. What they do is they put a movie out, they put out a sequel, and they wouldn't call it like Kiss the Girls 2, they call it something else. But that was kind of a different scenario because the books, like those movies are based on books. So it was kind of, they were trying to go more in line with the titles of the books or whatever. I don't know, some shit. But yeah, anyway, that said, I think I'm, like I said, just for my own personal edification, I'm refreshing a couple of things real quick, and then we're probably just going to go ahead and move on. Basically, okay, yeah, here's what we got. Oh, okay, so we now have the plot. We actually do have something. We got the plot for the Marvels. We now know what the fuck happened during that post-credit scene for Ms. Marvel. For those who don't remember, and spoilers for Ms. Marvel, if you have yet to partake of the that series, but there was a post-credit scene where at the end of the show, Kamala was using her powers, or she was actually just staring in a mirror, technically. But I think maybe something was about to happen, and Kamala got turned into Captain Marvel. They ended up trading places. That's what's happening. It's not that one is turning into the other. It's not a Freaky Friday scenario. At least it's not the way it's being worded. What's actually happening here is that the Marvels is going to be focusing on 3 heroes as they keep trading places with each other every time they use their powers and must team up to fix their problems. So basically,
that's a nice little spin on things.
Yeah, I think you could kind of turn this more into a comedy. This could easily end up becoming kind of
oh yeah, this is totally a buddy cop kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%.
If you are a fan of Valiant, excuse me.
Valiant, yeah.
Quantum and Woody, they had to clang every 24 hours, or they just discombobulated. Now, every time they use their powers, they're gonna switch back and forth. Yeah, this could be funny as hell. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm into it. It's and not only that, because once again, you're getting back Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. You're getting back Tiana Paris as Monica Rambeau, aka Spectrum, aka Photon, aka Pulsar, aka whatever other the fuck name she chooses to have this week. You've also got Iman Vellani returning as Ms. Marvel, and the fact that and they have very, I would say by my own personal wording, they all have very different powers. Similar, I guess, idea, but very different uses of their powers. So could you imagine Monica Rambeau, Ms. Marvel, swapping places? Now, I think the real question is, do they swap, do they, when they're swapping, because very clearly, in that scene that came from that stinger in Ms. Marvel, that was clearly not Iman. That wasn't Kamala Khan in Captain Marvel's body. That was Captain Marvel just being somewhere else. So, but it does make me wonder: will their powers trade? Is this because, you know what it reminds me of? Did you ever read Marvel Team Up?
It depends on which one you're talking about.
Well, no, I mean like the more recent ones. There was
no.
Yeah, okay, so in the more recently Marvel Team Up, they did one where like it would be like Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Ms. Marvel, or Ms. Marvel and Captain Marvel, so on and so forth. But they did one where I think it was like 2 or 3 issues where it was Spider-Man and Ms. Marvel, but instead of trading places, they actually traded bodies. Like Ms. Marvel was Spider-Man. She was in Spider-Man's body. Spider-Man was in Ms. Marvel's body. And they had to learn to use each other's powers and abilities. Like, so Ms. Marvel had to learn how to web swing and use spider sense. Spider-Man had to figure out how to stretch his arms and legs and, you know, go embiggen and all this other shit.
Okay.
It's actually a cute little comic. It's one of those that it was kind of off my radar, mostly because I usually don't really get down with Marvel team-up books, because I don't know, just never really been my thing. But it's actually a pretty cool little comic. Like I said, it's interesting. Like I think this actually got the point across even more. Like, you know, just this shot right here where you've got them like, you know, side by side, but Miss Marvel's wearing the spider suit. Peter's wearing he's got the Miss Marvel logo on his chest. So yeah, I thought it was something cool. It was something really cool. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else as far as... we do have one more thing. One more thing I do want to talk about, and it's going to seem like such an afterthought because we've talked about all this amazing Marvel goodness. But I do want to take a look at the new Black Adam trailer real quick before we move on to the next thing. Before we move on to, like, recommendations and such. So let's do that. Or actually, here, let's... yeah, let's do that. We're going to take a look at the Black Adam trailer, because they did put up a new one, and the only reason I'm really, like, they've actually put up 2 other trailers, but they all kind of basically said the same thing. And this actually has something added to it that I feel like is worth talking about, because they finally revealed who the villain of the movie is going to be. So I feel that's worth talking about. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Where do I got it? Yeah, here it is. Let's take a look at the official second trailer for Black Adam. 21st is still dropping same time. Yeah, so I want to talk about something you brought up. So early, I mean, we've seen this. This isn't news or anything. We've seen this in the other trailers for this, but we keep seeing this shot of... Here, I'm just going to remove this for right now. We keep seeing the shot of The Rock holding, what's supposed to be his dead son. And this is kind of a retcon, because in the comics, that's not the case. In the comics, he gets his powers very differently. What happens is that he, for lack of a better way to put it, he gets the power by way of his nephew getting the power, and he's dying. So, okay. Basically, the wizard wants to give the power to his nephew, but the nephew wants to save his uncle's life. But when the uncle realizes the kind of power that he could command, he basically comes in and is like, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and give that up. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come up off that power. Like now, don't get me wrong, there are some things like this shot right here, the shot we see, like, right here is very reminiscent of this shot right here.
Yes.
Those are very reminiscent of one another. Those are very reminiscent. Very reminiscent of one another. But, like, okay, so if we go, if you go back and you look at those comics, like, look at this, like, right here, this shot right here, where, his nephew's like, oh, hey, we have this power, we can save our people, we can save the world, we can just do it together, and it's this right here, this moment right here, that is what makes Black Adam the villain that everybody thinks of him as, because literally, immediately after that scene, this happens. And basically, they're saying Shazam at the same time, calling down the lightning bolt. But what he does is he maneuvers his nephew so that it kills him. So that he die. He takes the power from his nephew. And that is why, like, yeah, so if they did that, if there was some plot twist, at the, towards the end of the movie or something like that, or, maybe you can even do it, I would actually say for, like, the end of the movie. I would, if it was me. I mean,
now, keep in mind,
yeah,
we're saying this. Now, you could still have the movie that the masses would want, where it's a badass Dwayne Johnson, kicking ass, taking names, whatever. But like you're saying, at the end or an after credit scene, we see that that's still based on him killing a kid.
Yeah,
I don't think they're gonna show him killing a kid or anything like that.
No.
So, something in the realm of that Jeff Johns story.
You know how you
see that you've been cheering for him, you've been clapping, you've been hooping, you've been hollering, and then you see, well, this is how he got it. I think that would mess with people's heads.
Yeah, like I would, like if you get to a point like towards the end of the movie where like you got Dwayne Johnson, you've been cheering for this guy this entire time, and he's already giving you the backstory that of how he got how he came to get his powers. But yeah, they switched it up where towards the end you realize, oh, he didn't kill his son, but maybe he did something that led to his son getting killed. Like, I could see that being the thing. Because he talks about it being a curse of rage in the trailer. I could easily see it being something where maybe he does get the powers, but maybe in his rage that he's killing all these people that he accidentally, it leaves, something happens, his kid ends up dying somewhere as a result. Like, I don't know how, I'm not saying I know exactly how you could do it, but I could very easily, like, I mean, here's the thing. The Rock is a very charismatic person. And I know people are going to go in this movie expecting him to be charismatic Dwayne Johnson. They're gonna be expecting to come in talking about some, if you smell, like they're gonna be people want to see that shit. They want to see, they don't want to see Black Adam. They want to see Hobbs. That's what people, I think a lot of people are gonna go into this movie expecting to be like. And the thing is, you can hear it in the trailer, you can hear it in his voice. When he talks, he's not talking with that kind of cadence. He's not like, what was it? The part you said you really liked, and I actually really liked it too, is at
that was a nice little touch.
Yeah, at the beginning where, like right here, where, he says, your magic is weak. But he doesn't say it as, in English. He says it as, like, I'm assuming he's speaking Egyptian, because he is Egyptian. Or maybe they might do a different language altogether. I don't know how they're going to do that. But he speaks another language that says, your magic is weak. And he doesn't do, like, he's not doing it like The Rock, where he was like, God, my name's Billy. Like, it doesn't matter what he's not saying it like that. He's saying it menacingly. He's like, your magic is weak. Like, I love it. Dude, this is actually going to be, like, and I know some people are going to say, Blerd, you're being hyperbolic. But no, I think this is going to be one of the most different roles that Dwayne Johnson himself has ever done. And I know a lot of people are looking and saying, well, what about Pain and Gain? What about this? What about that? What about this thing and that thing and this other thing and in 25? Here's the thing. I'm saying that because I feel like this version of The Rock is not trying to be likable. Like in every other movie just about, he's trying to be likable. He's usually trying to be charismatic in some way, even if it's toned down in some places versus others. But this, I think, is probably the most different thing. Like, cause he's, and what I'm afraid of, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think the movie's gonna be bad. I think this movie's actually gonna be really good. But the thing I'm worried about is that people are going to view his performance the same way they viewed Will Smith's performance in Bright. And what I mean by that is you have an actor who's normally seen as charismatic, 99.9% of the time, and you see him playing against type. And
Darrell Bowles he just made a good point, like you're making. He played a really great anti-hero in the movie Faster. Good movie if you all never.
Yeah, no, he did. but he was still charismatic to a degree. He wasn't like telling jokes a mile a minute. That's probably the close. I'll say this. There are 2 roles he's done before that are closer to this than anything he's ever done. That's going to be his role in the movie Faster and his role in the movie Hercules. Both of those roles, he was playing a slightly different character, but he was still very likable. In this one, I feel like it would be right if they didn't make him likable. But I feel like that's not going to be the case because we already see shots like this, where that dude just snatched poor Hawkman up. Hawkman literally getting the glow up. In this, man, look at Hawkman. Look at this brother looking clean. Look at him looking clean. This man got the spinning morning star and everything, and y'all just gonna do this brother like that. Just had this man just get sent all out. Jacked his wings all the way up. Why y'all gotta do the brother like that? But no, now here's the thing I wasn't expecting. I was not expecting the Amanda Waller connection. Like, that was something that did surprise me.
Really?
I was not, well, I tell you why, because Amanda Waller has no real actual connection. I mean, I guess technically she does reach out to groups like the Justice Society and Justice League from time to time, but typically Amanda Waller, she wants them do dirt motherfuckers, and these aren't the do dirt guys, because they make a point about we don't kill, we don't do this. But this, because originally I thought this might have been we were talking about earlier about Werewolf by Night, how, ooh, what if it's a period piece? When they first announced Black Adam, that's kind of what I thought it was, because, the Justice Society is seen as an older team. So they were around, but this is a team that's already good and old, or at least in terms of characters like Dr. Fate, which by the way, that was, I was joking earlier when Dr. Fate pulled up. Like, here, I want to pull it back up just because I just thought it was awesome. But like this shot right here, where let's see here, yeah, with Dr. Fate pull up, and look how gassed my boy is. He like, whoo, shit. He's like, oh, god damn, look how smooth he like, oh yeah, now he cleaned it up.
This is his Doctor Strange throwing the cape on. That was what that was.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I love it. I love it.
But I was gonna say, when it pertains to Amanda Waller, I feel like they're trying to make Amanda Waller their Nick Fury. That's why I wasn't really surprised that she was in
Well,
this.
yeah. That part, I understand where you're coming from with that part. But no, I wasn't expecting it. But okay, the other thing we do get in this, we get and I guess while we're talking about Dr. Fate, this is another thing I thought was actually really, really cool, is we get to see a little bit more of Dr. Fate's abilities in this. Like, we've seen little glimpses of things that he does, but like this shot right here where we see it's a whole bunch of the mugs just like holding Black Adam down. And it ain't just like 2 or 3 of them. Like, I think this shot right here will make you think it's like 2 or 3 of them. But like when you get to this shot right here, man, it's like 4 or 5 of the motherfuckers. This is, well, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 of them, the mugs just holding this dude down.
It's funny on this scene seeing him push a car back with Lightning, because it reminds me of Lightning doing shit I didn't think Lightning was actually capable of doing. It makes me think of that video game Infamous. That's what it makes me think.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of shit you did with lightning powers in that game. Lightning ain't got no business doing that.
It's like electricity don't work that way, pimp. But yeah, go on, King. But no, we also got to see a little bit more of Atom Smasher in this, in relation to his size compared, because this might go unnoticed, but you can actually see, I think this is Cyclone right here, like right in front of him, just to give you an idea of how big he can get on this movie. And speaking of Cyclone, we also got this is actually the clearest shot that we've gotten of Cyclone using her abilities in any of the trailers. Like, we've seen her, but we haven't really like seen her, like, usually we see her, she's like flitting by like as Cyclones do. But yeah, no, I thought this was cool. Now I guess the other thing we should probably bring up, is who is the young lady? We'll bring this up before we get to the villain. The young lady that they keep showing in all the trailers. For those who don't know, this is Isis. This is Isis. I'm assuming Isis is a character I don't really have a lot of knowledge on, but just know that she is very connected to Black Adam. Matter of fact, I think she had a TV show back in the day too. But yeah, she's from the comics. She is actually from the comics. But basically, what you kind of need to know about her as a character, I guess, for want of a better way to put it, is basic. Oop. Okay, no, that's
famous. I feel like you're lying because I feel like Ernie gonna have a fit if that lady said that. But Famous Dan is saying, did y'all hear Grace, whatever her last name is, say that Hodge was playing a T'Challa ripoff? That's your Boo Bear. I think he's talking about Grace Randolph.
Yeah, he's talking about Grace Randolph. Okay, here's the thing about Grace Randolph. She does not know shit about comics the way she claims she does. I've never known someone who does so much work with like trying to talk about comics related things. A person who apparently wrote a comic themselves once that was not good. But I've never heard someone do this in such a capacity and be yet so ignorant about the thing that they're talking about. Like, if I don't know something, I'm very open about saying, I literally just said, I don't really know that much about ISIS, even though I'm talking about ISIS right now. I literally just said that. But if I don't know something, I'm very open about it. I still remember when she tried to claim when she was complaining about, she tried to complain that they should have cast an actor. I think she tried to say something along the lines they should have cast an Asian actor who was actually born and raised in China to play Shang-Chi. But she didn't even know that Shang-Chi actually ain't 100% Chinese. He's half Chinese, half Caucasian. You know that if you actually knew half a damn thing about a comic book, but she don't. And then when I called her out on it, she blocked me. She blocked me. So that's how she responds to be reminded that she don't know shit. But basically, ISIS, more or less, at least by my own understanding, she's basically the person who is responsible for resurrecting Black Adam, at least in the New 52. If you go like pre-crisis, post-crisis, don't ask me because I don't know. don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know shit. But yeah, the character has been around a while. But basically, she's I don't know if they're going with the whole she's a reincarnation, or if this is just straight up ISIS, she's going under an assumed name. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't know. Don't even really actually care. But I do think it's cool that, the character is there. Yeah, for those that care. What we do get in this, we actually get our first look at the villain. For those that didn't catch it, the villain, right here, pictured, is a character by the name of Sabak.
Okay.
You actually get a closer look at the character right here. I'll actually kind of zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see it a little bit better. But yeah, this is actually the character right here. I'm going to go on a limb and say this is not... I kind of wrestled with this. I wasn't sure whether or not this was going to be the Timothy Carnes, the Fawcett Comics version of Timothy Carnes, who is the character Sabak, or if this was going to be the post-crisis Timothy Carnes. I think this might be the Ishmael Gregor version of the character, because we do know that Intergang is a big deal in this movie. Intergang is a driving force behind a lot of the stuff going on in the film. And for those who do not know, just once again, and I'm kind of just going based on the things that that I'm seeing. So just kind of bear with me a little bit here. So right here, actually, wait, let me go back. So This is actually the Ishmael Gregor version of the character. And then you have this version right here. So that's kind of why I'm thinking, because this version looks a lot more like the Ishmael Gregor version. The Timothy Carnes version of the character looked like this. Yeah, he still had the pentagram on his chest, but that was not... Like, they're clearly going for this version, even looking here. This is the Ishmael Gregor version. He was a guy who was a mobster in Intergang who usurped the power of Sabak from Timothy Carnes. So, if you're curious, but that's largely why I think that's the version that they're going with. I mean, yeah, like I say, you go back, just look at him. It's the same dude. Even got the same horns, damn near. But how this guy plays in, I don't know. We don't really have any idea there, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and move on to because you know what, I'm gonna say, as far as recommendations go, I don't know if I even have anything to recommend off the top of my head. I tell you what, I do have a recommendation based on recent news that we don't have time to talk about. Go read Paper Girls, because the show just recently got canceled. Amazon Prime has canceled the show. It is technically being shopped to other networks, so it may get picked up. But in the event that it doesn't, go pick up Paper Girls. You can get the full collected edition. It's a thick book, a lot of comics in it. But yes, go check that out. And yeah, I highly, that's what I recommend. That's it. It's a story about 4 girls who get sucked into time travel shenanigans back in the 1980s, and it spans not just the 80s, but they go into the 2000s, they go into the far distant past, the far distant future, all in an effort in ways that only Sam Beckett from Quantum Leap can understand. They're just hoping that the next leap will be the leap home. So there you go. Carter, what you got?
My recommendation is just for it pertains to the PS5 giveaway. I think you and I had a conversation about this.
Yes.
And I'm recommending that people stop making fake accounts to try to get more points toward winning this PS5. I said it in the Discord, but I'm going to say it on here because I know everybody's going to watch this. Everybody's going to hear it on Spotify. We can see who made the fake accounts when you're entering it, because for a lot of y'all keep the browser shit the same, so we can see that, like, for the sake of conversation, BS Filter. We can see that BS Filter entered the PS5 contest, but then we can also see that other accounts that were made right there that were still using BS Filter stuff also made like 5 other accounts to try to have more entries.
Try and
for the
game
PS5.
the system. Yeah.
Not saying BS Filter was actually doing it. I'm just using him for the sake of conversation as an example. But I say all that to say, dude, after you all enter this giveaway and it's just you all, don't do it. Because we can see and we nix those immediately. And it's been some people that are in the chat right now. So I recommend you all just enter the one time and be done with it. Let's not try to go the scumbag route. This is not a Nike sneaker drop and all y'all got fucking bot accounts. Okay. No. Just don't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm recommending you. I'm recommending you all be better people. Just don't do it. Because we can see that.
And it's funny too, because I don't think people know how these things work. I literally can pull it up right now. I have everyone's information who has ever logged in. I can see everything. And if I see it, and I'm be brutally honest. If I see it, I don't care if I hit the little button that says select a winner and it selects you, I'm just gonna say, nah, hit that shit again. And I'm gonna hit it again and hit it again and hit it again and hit it again and hit it again until I get a satisfactory result. One that is not I know that I know that the United States government is trying to make people believe that it's perfectly okay to try and steal elections, but that does not mean it's perfectly okay to try to game the system to get a PS5. Please. It's not, like, honestly, they're not even that hard to get. They're not even that hard to get, if I'm being brutally honest. But let's just be real. Yeah, please don't do that. Because for one, it'll make me think less of you as a person. But also, it won't get you that PS5, I promise you. Let's see here. I mean, I said, you could try, but yeah, like I said, you could try, but I would put it like this. If you think for 5 seconds that, especially if you're someone who is like a regular here, if you think for 5 seconds that I would look favorably upon you, don't think it. Don't think it. Don't think it at all. You are muted.
But no, I grabbed my little notebook or whatever because I literally have the list of people. So like, we know.
Yeah, he's been writing. Yeah,
we know who doing it because I've been writing them down because we've been laughing about it when we're playing when we're playing games and shit. But like, yeah, I have literally a page, almost 2 pages of y'all that trying to buck the system. Like we can't.
It's like, yeah, we got you.
So again, my recommendation is just be better people, please.
Yeah. Oh no. Hey, and I get. Yeah, like I said, it's a call their name. I mean, look. I tell you what. We get closer to this being done. I most certainly will. I won't put your government out there, but your screen name will be out there. That said, he said you pulled the Amy Schumer. You got your list. You're on the list. Just saying. But listen, chat got quiet. Chat got quiet. They got quiet. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Look, I'm not even trying to be ugly about it. I'm just being real. Because honestly, that's what I always am. So I'm always gonna keep it 100 with y'all. But that said, let's go ahead and get into questions from the chat. I see we've already got some, or I mean, questions from the Discord. Jesus Christ. We do those first, then we do questions from chat. But go ahead and start getting your questions in here now, because we're going to be flying through these, because I didn't mean to be here this long. I didn't even want to be here this long. Just putting that out there. Okay, so we got first one up. This one is from the homie Melvin. Says, what's good, my blurs across the world? Hope all is good where you at. As we all know, September is the preseason to Halloween. It really is. Halloween preseason. There you go. That's what we're going to call it from now. What are some fond memories that you have of Halloween? And what horror comics do you recommend? Stay cool and stay dangerous. Yeah, we can do both of those. Here's what I would recommend. As far as if you want to know what comics I would recommend, if you want to get into like the more like horror side of things, there's a comic that I don't talk about enough, and I feel bad that I don't. I don't, Carter, you may be, I don't know, Carter, have you read this? Gideon Falls. Gideon Falls.
Not all of it.
Okay. Gideon Falls is a comic that I actually do recommend to people if you're a fan of, and I think, God, I didn't realize they had gotten this far. God damn. Yeah, they've Gideon Falls has gotten a long way. Because I think they're on volume 6, 7, or 8 now or some shit. I think it might be 6. But Gideon Falls is a solid comic. It's I will say this though, it gets kind of weird. It does get kind of weird. But I still recommend it. And here I'll actually pull up. It's actually one of my favorite covers. One of my favorite covers for Gideon Falls. I'll pull up right here. That's Gideon Falls right there. It's a Jeff Lemire special. Really good. Jeff Lemire's writing his ass off. Another one I would recommend as well, that I know some people may may or may not be familiar with. It's a comic called I Hate This Place. Which is which is kind of funny because it actually has an alternate title depending on the alternates. Some of the alternate covers that you can get. But I want to show the alternate cover because I just think it's funny. You can also get it where it says "fuck this place." It's
Okey-dokey.
But it's about two lesbian women who one of them, the one on the right, who I believe her name is Gabby, or it might be Trudy. I get their names mixed up sometimes.
Trudy!
But the young white woman, she inherits a farmhouse out in the boonies. But it's a farmhouse she's only ever been to once. She has weird memories about it, but everything is kind of hazy. And basically what ultimately winds up happening is she discovers after she has moved into this place that weird shit is going on in this house. And that's all I want to say about it. I don't want to say anything else because the rest is all spoilers. So yeah, there you go. I also recommend, if you want a good movie to watch, I recommend this movie every year because I watch it every year. I know some people think I'm going to say John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982. You would be correct, except I'm not recommending that one this time. I want to recommend that one. I also recommend it, but the one I'm actually specifically talking about is a little movie called Grave Encounters. If you have not seen that movie, I highly recommend it. You can actually find it on Tubi TV. Tubi TV has it. It's one of my I don't want to say too much about it either because once again, this is one of those scenarios where you say too much, you give away the movie. But basically, what you need to know is it's about a group of reality TV. It's a reality TV show crew that basically they're basically doing the whole ghost hunter reality show deal. They actually run up on a place that is legitimately haunted. And the rest is history. And that's all I'll say about that. So there you go. Carter, do you have any horror comics you would recommend or a horror movie you would recommend?
Comics, yes. One of the ones I read because of that Humble Bundle from like a year or so back.
Yeah.
Nailbiter.
Yes.
Nailbiter was a really good horror series. The premise of it is basically every serial killer that you have ever known, come to find out, and this, when it pertains to this book, they're all from one town. And the most recent one's name, he goes by the moniker of Nailbiter because when he kills people, he sucks on their fingers like he's the clown from Dead by Daylight, but he gnaws off their fingernails. And he was recently acquitted and moved back to the town. You have some people in, I don't even want to say that. I don't want to say that either. It's a good horror book. I don't know about Nailbiter Returns because I know recently they did do a sequel for it, but the original series of Nailbiter is really good. And another one that's really easy, I think some of you all may have heard of before, Hack Slash. That's an easy one.
Oh, yeah, that's stupid easy. Yeah, Hack Slash is very good.
Think Buffy, but instead of vampires, it's horror movie icons or horror movie tropes.
There's a lot of Jason Voorhees that pops up in there.
That's her. There's a Jason that's basically her right hand man.
Yeah,
and but it's basically like attractive white girl killing horror movie icons and stuff. I think one of the main ones that a lot of people know is there was a book where she fought Chucky, and that's Tim Seeley.
That's the Tim Seeley one. Yep.
Yeah, but Hack Slash and Nailbiter were two good ones.
Matter of fact, here is for those that kind of want an idea. Here you go. There you go. That's Hack Slash right there. They're a very interesting group. I like them. Let's move on. Next question. This is from Urban Princess Strong Style. Says, why did Captain America fail in Judgment Day? Do you think that Cap was a horrible leader, or is it something else? It's not that he's a bad leader. It's the fact that he stands for the American dream. He stands for being the gold standard for what other Americans should live up to be, but they don't. Like his his dream to inspire others to be the best versions of themselves, it hasn't worked out. That's why he failed.
I thought it was because he's not the real Captain America. He's just Cosmic Cube shenanigans.
No.
I just like bringing that up and bringing up Hydra Steve to mess with people.
I mean, he's still out there.
No, he's not actually.
Oh, wait, did they get rid of him?
He got murked.
Oh, wait.
And you and I both missed it.
When did this happen?
It apparently happened in Ta-Nehisi Coast Run.
Oh! You know what? Yeah. But no, you know what it is? It's a part. No, you know what it is? It's a part that I hadn't quite gotten to yet. But yeah, but that doesn't bother me. I don't care. If it happens, great. But yeah. We got one here from let's see here. This is from Kodoma. So it's been a while since I've been on here. I was wondering, is there any word on that Midnight Suns game? We actually
go back to the beginning of this.
Yeah, go back to the beginning of this, and you got it. And also says, any thoughts on the Killer Clowns from Outer Space game? Yes.
Yuck.
I'm looking forward to it. I know Carter isn't. It's from the same studio that made Friday 13th, right?
I think it is. I think it is Elphonic.
No, it's TerraVision Games. Never mind.
Okay.
It's TerraVision. Well, here, let me go back. I want to see something here. Apparently, yeah, this is from TerraVision. Yeah, TerraVision Games. Says it'll be an asymmetrical multiplayer horror game based on the iconic 80s film in a battle between killer clowns and citizens of Crescent Cove. Team up and use your wits to harvest humans or save them from the alien invasion. So basically, it sounds like it's not going to be, it'll probably still be asymmetrical, but not asymmetrical in the same way that Dead by Daylight or VHS or Evil Dead, the game is. It'll probably be asymmetrical because basically all the pictures I've seen show 3 clowns, like, at the same time. So I'm of the belief that means you very likely will have 3 clowns and maybe 4 or 5 humans, is what it sounds like. I could be wrong. But I'm very interested in that game. I love Killer Clowns from Outer Space is actually easily one of my favorite horror comedy movies of all time. Like, the song is so iconic that, like, the second that, like, I started... So, okay, during the trailer, when they did the reveal, like, before they actually showed that it was the Killer Clowns, like, when it was still ambiguous as to what the game was, when I started hearing the... Like, like it sounded like something was being rewound and fast forward like a cassette. When I heard that, I already knew what it was for the clowns, even before they even opened the door and showed the clowns. That's how much I love that movie and how much I love that song. Like, I already, before they even did it, I already had my, like, I already heard it. But as far as anything else about the game, I don't really know. I also don't know anything else about it. It's everything, all information about that game is as of yet just nebulous information. As far as I know, I have signed up for the beta for it, and that's pretty much all I can say. I have yet to get any information back on whether or not I am in on the beta for it, but I hope that I am. Let's see here. Sting of the Nine Ball says, I almost said Bell because I was thinking about The Wire.
String a Bell, yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
I
String a Bell! But no, Sting of the Nine Ball says, what a Blerd and Carter presents. With this week's She-Hulk episode, do you think in the dating part when she was She-Hulk, do you think that was more foreshadowing when that one guy was interested in her in the other type of ways? So I guess what I'm wondering if what they're talking about is like what they were talking about the I wonder if they're I'm not really sure where they're going at with this. I don't know if they're talking like referring to what happened with the Wrecking Crew when they insinuated somebody was looking for her or wanted to get something from her. Not really sure. But what I can definitely say is that I'm proud that Marvel isn't shying away from the fact that folks clapping cheeks in the MCU. I appreciate that. as far as anything else beyond that, I'm not really sure. Though I will say, but we never really got to talk about this. We mostly just talked about the mid-season promo. I know a lot of people think that Mephisto was teased when Madison with 2 N's and 1 Y, but not where you think, mentioned that she made a deal with the devil that was like a goat, a goat. I don't think that was Mephisto. If it's any actual character, it's far more likely. Carter, did you remember it was a character that showed up in Uncanny X-Force? Uncanny X-Force. Do you remember? I know I'm probably gonna mispronounce the shit out of his name, but his name was like Haramcha or something like that. He was like a goat-headed dude. He was a demon that you could make deals with, and that's how he got his power. But it was this right here. It was Uncanny X-Force.
Oh God! It was that nasty arc with the art people hated. I remember that. That's still Remender's run. That's where they met that other Nightcrawler. Yep.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Otherworld or something.
So yeah, it was another world. It's more likely to be this dude than to be Mephisto, if we're being brutally honest. Though who knows? It could be the other one too. But yeah. We also got another one from Kodama says, if Werewolf by Night does really well, do you think Man-Thing will get his own, show or movie? Possibly. Anything's possible at this point. Though more likely a one-shot, than anything else. Let's see here. Let's get back to the questions from the chat. Because we are already 3.5 over. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going backward. We got one from Bill. Says, did you know that Matt Fraction is working on 5 more issues of Adventure Man? In the 9th recent issue, he confirmed the first 2 will complete a current arc, with the other 3 being character focused. I did not know that. Damn, I always feel like Adventure Man was one of those comics I thought it ended, but apparently I've not been paying attention. It's actually a good comic. Have you read it, Carter? Adventure Man?
I have not.
It's I think it's Image. I think it's an Image comic. Really good. Very good. Very good book. Or it might be Boom. Ooh, let me double check that. Double checking myself, sorry. Nope, Image Comics. Because, the best books usually are. But anywho's, let's see here. Let's see. BS Phil says, Blair Carter, can Black Adam save DC from the clutches of the supposed MAGA man? Talk about David Zaslav. I don't know. I know DC, or rather Warner Brothers Discovery, is really hyper-focused on The Flash because it's getting better test scores than any other DCEU movie, and it's getting test scores comparable to the Dark Knight trilogy. But here's the thing I want people to take into consideration with that. That doesn't mean the movie's good. Because you know what is a part of the Dark Knight trilogy? Dark Knight Rises. Movie is ass. That movie is not good. At least not to me. I'm not a fan of it. But as far as...
the weakest for sure.
Oh, it's...
I won't say it was bad. I'll say it was the weakest one.
Okay, here. I want to bring up something here. You remember this, Carter?
Okay.
Oh, that was how Talia al Ghul died.
Oh.
She was like... Even she shit on them. Because I remember...
was more so during that scene. I wasn't laughing. I was laughing at the fact that how
you was
she
laughing.
was just... No. I was laughing at when they opened that truck door, when it crashed, how just sunk in she was, because her back was broke.
She was like... But no, even Marianne Cotillard, the woman who played her, said that was the worst take they could have picked. Because she said that wasn't like because a lot of people think they just did one take and they're like, ooh, that's the one. No, she said they shot dozens of takes of that, and she said they literally picked what she felt was the one where she wasn't even trying. Oh, God. Let's see here. Oh, talking about who called her a specimen. Oh, that guy. Yeah, there might be more to that, but I don't know. It's hard to say at this point. But yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going back. I'm looking. Yeah, Gideon is still going. Yeah, Gideon Fall's still going. I didn't think it was at first, but apparently it is. Will some of the characters from Werewolf by Night show up in other MCU shows or films? It's possible. You could very potentially see them in other stuff. If, in fact... And I don't know, did Marvel actually confirm that Elsa Bloodstone... That was Elsa Bloodstone in that?
I haven't seen it anywhere.
Okay. Because I remember that was the rumor. Like, that was the rumor that was being bandied about. I'm sitting here, I'm looking it up now just to see if they've, because they got the IMDb up, but it's not fully fledged. Oh no, Laura Donnelly, she is playing Elsa Bloodstone. So yeah, I could see that. I could see it. It would make sense. I'm trying to think of what else they could do as far as some of the other characters. You could see them elsewhere. I think though, Man-Thing and Elsa Bloodstone would be the only ones I would think would be like locks. Will you be picking up Mark Millar and Pepe Larraz's Big Score crossover event comics? Possibly. Very possibly. Very possibly. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm going back. I'm looking through. Oh, this is we were talking about Isis. Talking about the character of Isis. Yes, the character that was on Legends of Tomorrow was supposed to be Isis. That's basically who she's supposed to be. More or less. Some folks apparently thought that Sabak in the Black Adam trailer was Trigun. Honestly, that's who I thought it was at first too, but then like when I actually looked at the character and saw the pentagram on his chest and the way the horns were laid out. Also, he didn't seem to have he didn't seem to have like the different sets of eyes. That's the only reason that I was like, nah, that's Sabak. I didn't come up with that off the top of my head either. I had to do some digging for that. He's kind of a deep cut. Let's see here. Bill says, what do you think of the new characters from the upcoming Tron Identity video game? Bithell Games will be making the game alongside Disney, and it'll take place years later after Legacy and Uprising. Honestly, that Tron game was the one thing I didn't really look too deep into after all the stuff that they showed. Carter, did you take a look at that one?
No, I didn't. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. It was very much a thing. Very much. Here, I tell you what. Since fuck it. Why not? We're right here. Why not? Here, I'm gonna.
I know about the Legacy game and the Uprising stuff because I think the Legacy game was almost an endless runner. But yeah, Tron Identity, I did not know this was a thing at all.
Yeah, this is it right here. We'll show a little bit of it.
I feel like that's something you just shouldn't be able to fuck up. But the games that have released have been so mediocre.
Yes.
I feel like that's so easy to do a Tron game.
Yes. Also, yes. Oh, apparently that was it. That was it. There you go. That was all I saw. That was all they had of it, apparently. I don't know if there's anything more. Let's see. Did they show anything else? Oh, no, apparently they did show... Oh, this is a 12-minute video. I'm not going through all that. No, I'm good. I'm good on all that. Hey, that's a 12-minute long-ass video. But I will say, they do... Some of the characters, they got some images up of them. I'm assuming some of these are supposed to be characters that I know. I don't know. My Tron knowledge is kind of weak, not gonna lie. Like, is that supposed to be Clue? Or like an older version? Or I guess... I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I actually have the vaguest memory of Tron Legacy. Like, I barely remember it. I only saw it, like, once. And I think it, you know what? I think it was because I was kind of tight that they had, y'all had me excited. Y'all brought back Bruce Boxleiter, and this dude was in a mask the whole time. Did we even know it was him? It was actually, like, honestly, after I was done watching it, I was like, I guess technically they did say it was Tron that was, like, chasing them the whole time. But it was one of those things, if you just happened to blink out of the movie for a split second, you would not know that was Tron. I was so fucking mad at that shit. So the channel members get extra points asking for a friend. I tell you what, it'll make me think more about it. It'll make me think more about it. But actually, no, because I said paying for things, there's no, well, I guess technically you're not required to pay to win. But I don't know, that gets to a nebulous area. So I will say no. But no, I don't know, man. I don't know. Do we have anything else? Do we have any other questions? Let's see here.
I think we're good.
Well, we got one. I'll tell you, we got one last one. Is Marvel gonna try and do something with Hellstrom?
Boy, no.
get Hellstrom out of here. So I'm just wait. I gotta read this. Hold on, come back. So I'm just waiting to have Knocking the Boots by H-Town come on She-Hulk, bruh. Oh, good lord. Oh my god. Anyway, Carter, do you have any announcements, anything that you wanna
Oh, Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman's new book, Vanish. Yeah, I read it before all of y'all. Ernie and I both we got copies and y'all don't, and that shit is fire. So
yeah, it is fire.
Yeah.
And you know what else? It'll look just as good as Venom did. Ryan Stegman. This is why Ryan Stegman need to always be on interiors. Always. Don't be just doing no damn covers. You get the interiors.
But he's got a book coming out. He's writing, and he wrote a Miracle Man story in that Miracle Man Zero issue. Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I don't really rocks with Miracle Man like that, so now I got to go back. So, okay. All right. Yeah, there you go. See, that's announcements, y'all. So I'm just going to say, just for one more time for your mind, don't forget, if you have not done so already, link is in the top of the description. Link is in the description. Link is at the top of the chat. Don't forget to go check out the giveaway. It's there. It's a thing. Go do it. Giving away PlayStation 5 with Horizon Forbidden West and a headset, celebrating 5 years on YouTube. So make sure you go check that out. It's much appreciated if you do. And yeah, that's pretty much the show. So we'll be back next week with more. Hopefully we'll have more information about all the stuff that happened at D23. I feel like more information is going to come out, but I feel like we covered as much as we humanly possibly could that was of import. But in the meantime, for Blerd Koa, for Carter Presents, I'm the Blerd Without Fear. David Zaslav, you can go to hell.